It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Unicorn, butterfly, angel wings in a thigh, queer tattoo. That's a queer tattoo. Flaming skull, smoking pot. That's the opposite of not a queer tattoo. It's a queer tattoo. You got a Tweety bird, got a school mascot, got a Hello Kitty, tell you what you got. Got a queer tattoo. Such a queer tattoo. You think that symbol in Japanese means strength or honor? Ninja, please, it means queer tattoo. That's a queer tattoo. Any lower back tattoo is queer. It might as well say insert here or tattoo. That's a whore tattoo. And that teardrop under your eye that you got in prison 'cause you killed a guy. That's a cool tattoo. Sir, that's a cool tattoo.
Yes, sir.
You got a comedy mask, got a tragedy mask, any effing mask, then you must have asked for a queer tattoo. Give me your most queer tattoo. Your child's name with the words be strong would be beautiful, but they spelled strong wrong. Yeah, they spelled it stone. Your stupid kid will now be stoned. How the hell they get that wrong? Weren't you watching when they put that thing on? You got barbed wire, got a poker ace, got that effed up thing on Mike Tyson's face. A queer tattoo. A seriously queer tattoo. And by queer, I just mean bad. It wouldn't mean gay unless you had a pink triangle on a rainbow flag with a bear wearing leather and a red ball gag. That's a queer tattoo. A literally queer tattoo. Ba 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 ba.
The fabulous Stephen Lynch and Courtney J and Charlie Buckets playing banjo.
Charlie Buckets?
I'm not sure if that's his last name.
It's not.
I think it's Charlie's. That's Queer Tattoo, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Christy.
Hello, chick.
Tattoo free.
I am. So far.
Oh, wait a minute.
People that have tattoos are just dirty and stupid.
How many did you have?
9.
9, okay.
There's Pat Godwin.
2 tattoos, chick.
2 deuce.
But you're having them taken off, right?
I'm thinking about it.
Really?
Going for an appointment in a week. Check it out.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I am chick. I remain chick. And here's Tom.
You are chick and you are fine.
Well, let's not get carried away.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. We'll try to do our best.
You would never get a tattoo? You would never?
I don't know. I don't have one now. We'll see.
We'll see. All right.
Possible.
Anybody else could be swayed? No?
No, I'm not interested.
No, not at all?
Nope.
You never know. I mean,
Violently opposed or just no?
No, I just know I'll never get one. Yeah.
Okay.
I think something small, like if all the girls and I did something, that would be kind of cool.
I don't think like a Tweety bird on the boob is necessarily the way to go.
I think that's elegant.
And my oldest has these hummingbirds on the back of her shoulder, though, that are just beautiful. That kind of
remember?
Whoa.
Josh, we were talking about that on her OnlyFans page.
page.
Yeah, they're nice.
Sorry,
They are good.
It's something to look out while you're pounding, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, what we said wasn't enough. So, let me step in here, show you how it's done.
Pat, what was your first tattoo?
It was my girlfriend at the time's name.
Which was what?
Kim. They were all named.
They're all Kims.
Series of Kims.
Yeah, married to them.
And it's now
Did you
covered
ever
up.
slip and call one Kim that's not a Kim?
No.
That's had to have happened.
Isn't there a dating website for Kims only?
For Kim's own.
I wish there was. No, I'm kidding.
Very.
Wasn't Johnny Carson married to like a Joan, a Joanne, or Joanna?
Yeah,
It was
Joan.
very
confusing.
But him being the unreasonable boss at times, you dare not mention it to him. I can imagine that. He would rip you a new booty hole right there in front of everybody.
BH.
The old BH, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
We have a lot to get to today. We came up short yesterday. We had so many stories we never got to.
I have them all
you
here.
know what? I'm glad you brought that up. We did come up short yesterday, didn't we, Josh? We just didn't
perform.
It was so close. Yeah, I'm glad.
I thought the show was fine.
No. I'm glad yesterday's show's over. I couldn't be happier. I don't even want to think about yesterday's show. Today's show's due to be amazing.
I enjoyed it very much. We had promised a couple stories we never got to. There were a couple we kind of had to cram in. You know.
So what do you want to talk about?
Shove them in there, right?
We just didn't get time to really, give them their due.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, we do have a problem.
What's that?
All I have to do is say his name, and everyone will groan. But he's back in the news for he's run afoul of the law. Rajan Rondo.
Oh, no.
No, not the guy with the condo.
That's him.
Hey, that is him.
And the Hondo and the.
I knew that was coming today.
Yeah.
What happened to Rajan?
The headline has gun and drug charges in it. There you go.
Big weekend.
We'll get to that. Yeah, that's the way he rolls. If they're not gunplay, it wasn't a good weekend.
We have a much happier story from the world of the NFL.
How's that?
A sweet story, I think.
I've got a sweet story about the NFL.
Coming up. It's just, highlighting some of the nicer folks that play in professional sports. There's no guns involved or drug charges or anything.
I have a father-son.
Aw.
Oh, nice.
Story of the NFL.
We look forward to hearing that, sir.
What do you think of that?
That'll be good.
How about that? How's that taste?
Good, fine.
All right, good. All right.
I was kind of disappointed yesterday. We had that really cool story about the whatever it's called, sonar or what of what might be
Amelia
Earhart's aircraft on the bottom of the ocean, and Josh poo-pooed it. How do they know? And Josh sees a fuzzy picture of probably an erect squirrel, and he'd go, "Oh, it's Bigfoot proof." No.
There's some pretty compelling evidence out there.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Sasquatch. So far they haven't proven anything with this.
They're going to continue to do
It's deep.
exploration, if you will.
They're going to send down
They'll be disappointed.
They've spent $11 million looking for this thing.
Where did they get that money?
That is
I'm not sure where that came from, but this guy's a Air Force intelligence officer and a bright guy. His name's Tony Romeo.
Yeah, it's hard to take that serious.
Very silly name, yeah.
Tony. Hunky Tony.
You're a Romeo in my book, Tony.
They're going to get another whatever submersible and take it down there and try to get close.
Good luck with that. Are those regulated yet? Or
All of a sudden, Tom's pro-submersible.
Yeah.
Well, no. These are with cameras. They're not doing an Ocean Gate thing where a bunch of millionaires go, "This looks like an RV we can submerge. Let's go for it."
There was more technology in it than that.
Not really. That guy was an idiot.
Here we go. Yeah.
They had a video game joystick.
Remember that?
That
it was operated by
right.
Would you get on an airplane if the guy was up there playing Pong, essentially? No. We have a good airplane story coming up, too.
And my dad told me one time, son, there's no good way to die. But being crushed to death under the pressure of the ocean might be...
and you know what's coming.
Yikes.
That was quick, I think.
Yeah.
Real quick, you think?
I think so.
Don't you explode?
Man. You would, it's not pretty. I don't know how you would.
You would have exploded.
Not pretty, but
it's not
it's
sleepy
fairly
time.
instantaneous.
Yeah.
One would think. You'd hate to be sitting there all of a sudden you feel this drop of water on your head. You go, is that thing supposed to be leaking?
You have about enough time to go, is that what?
Yeah. Yikes.
In any event.
And I
Welcome
was
to the happy news.
I was called many names. Was it yesterday afternoon? An email got to me about what I thought was an amazing idea. The astronauts go outside the space shuttle and use the bathroom.
Right.
All we have to do is invent a clever, albeit technology. It would have to be figured out by someone other than me, but you could have your penis out and urinate outside of the capsule, and everything would be fine. And I was called a bumbling idiot who
so far so good.
Knows nothing about
So were the Wright brothers.
That's exactly right. Get a horse, they said.
Yeah.
Not to Wright brothers, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. I still think you could do it.
No.
Put your mind to it.
Think outside the capsule.
Thank you. That's right.
Would it freeze off and break off? Would it be instantaneous?
No, it would be a seal, so it would be, there'd be an airlock in your pants, and it would go out, and it would come back in. It's going to be called the McGee or the Chick airlock.
The Chick Whizzer.
And the Chick Whizzer.
The Chick
He was
Whizzer.
a running back for the Saints, wasn't he?
That was Whizzer White.
Wasn't that R. Kelly's nickname?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Very nice. Now, what else is coming up in sports?
Well, the biggest game in the history of the world this year, anyways, coming up here in a couple of weeks. We'll talk about it. We're going to blow up a casino. I'll tell you which one. Also, the gambling sites are going to be. NFL's keeping an eye on how many times they're going to be able to run commercials during the Super Bowl, because it's possible that the gambling sites could buy every commercial in the Super Bowl if they wanted to.
Wouldn't be as entertaining.
They're gonna step in and talk about it. Taylor Swift, we'll talk about her. I don't understand why people are mad that she's at the games. Who's mad about
That's what Letterman said.
Yeah.
Dave said, "Hey, it's a good thing. Leave him alone."
Shut up. I think he
It's,
said shut up.
Yeah.
It's I don't understand. I mean, just
Who knows?
yeah. There's Taylor Swift.
Everybody
yeah.
hates people in love. You know that.
He also said she's dating Kelsey Grammer
What?
during the same interview.
Made a mistake.
Twice. Three times.
Was he joking, I assume?
When I saw
No.
it live the first time, I said, he's out of it. And then I saw it again.
Dave is really a bright guy. He's probably kidding.
Yeah.
I just like to say that I'm glad Ace is here to point out our mistakes. That's what I like.
That's what I'm here for.
Thank you.
Coming up, we'll have the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Got a song coming from Mr. Godwin. The reason you were talking about urinating outside is there was a news story about people being arrested for urinating outside.
No, they were arrested. They weren't arrested for peeing in
They were peeing outside.
in the space station. That's what I was talking about.
Well, I know, but hence the topic. I'm just saying.
love to pee
I enjoy urinating outside.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to get arrested for it.
Well, I think you should.
Not in a public place.
Guns drawn.
Okay, all right.
Cops screaming, armed police. Get down on the ground. Next time you pee outside.
The aforementioned R. Kelly once said, "Hey, look, at least I never peed in the woods." So he's got that going for him.
I was indoors.
Yeah.
How many people do you think have been in a shower and during a foreplay, if you will, and were peed on and didn't know it?
Oh, a
Probably
decent
a
amount.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Sure
measure.
it happens.
I would say over half.
Oh, I don't know about
You think
half.
that's the thing?
Huh? Sure.
You don't pee in the
What?
shower?
Look, you need to stop saying, do you think that's a thing? Everything is a thing.
Okay. All right.
I'm kind of excited just talking about it.
Okay.
I've never done that.
I might start peeing right now. No, I
Never
haven't.
done
No,
what?
they-
Pee
they're-
in the shower?
No, peed on somebody in the shower.
Do they ever arrest these people for dumping outside?
Dumping
you never-
outside.
You don't really hear about that.
Yeah. I'm just mulching, officer.
You know who in this room right now pees the most in the shower?
Me?
Bingo.
It's because I can pee standing up. You guys have an advantage.
Liberating, isn't it?
Yes. It's very
It's hard being
liberating.
a man. Right now, let's,
all over
coming up, we have marijuana news, pizza news,
Hillbilly Fire Department.
video game news, and a couple cool science stories, and big news from the syphilis world.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got a cure? Tell me they have a cure.
Yeah, if you're whoring around, you better get a test.
Okay. Right now, let's get cozy and dig into the winter with our friends at HelloFresh. They've got some nice things in the world of comfort food. Because let's face it, is your food process becoming more and more like Groundhog Day? The same thing over and over. You get sick of the same restaurants. They're expensive. How about HelloFresh? What's it all about? Well, HelloFresh does the grocery shopping. They send you the box with all the ingredients. They've measured it out. You put it together. Dozens of chef-curated recipes you can get on the table faster than you can have them delivered by a restaurant. Think about that. So just choose the recipes you're into, select the delivery date, and HelloFresh handles the meal planning. So you're saving a ton of time. And HelloFresh always sends us delicious meals to try. What's the latest, Christy?
Oh, this looks so good. It's sweet and smoky chicken with chili roasted carrots, mashed potatoes, and cherry sauce. Who would have thought cherry sauce? Yeah. You rub it with cinnamon and smoked paprika on the chicken, and it bakes in the oven, and in 40 minutes you have a wonderful meal.
They've also got those calorie-conscious items as well as the very quick and easy recipes. So give it a shot. And HelloFresh wants to encourage you to do so by giving you free breakfast for life as long as you keep that subscription active. So you go to HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. Join today. Get that free breakfast for life. That code again is BT Show free. HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. And you're going to really like it. And it's a great way to teach the kids to cook, by the way. And remember, everything's all measured out for you. Just open up that little thing and boom. You're not going to put too much of that in there because they've only given you the amount that you need. HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. The good life of great food is coming your way from our friends at HelloFresh. Now, lots of cool stuff coming up today, including pigs. There are pigs everywhere. We'll find out what happens to them. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hey, good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for tuning.
Joe DeRosa is sitting in with us right now, Joe. What else is going on in your life? What about your personal background? Big family, small background? A small family? What?
I'm in a relatively small family that I was adopted into. Yes.
Interesting.
And I know what...
You were adopted into the DeRosa family?
Yes, I was. And I know what everybody is wondering because I always, do you ever look for your real parents?
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants to know. I saw little Maury. Did you ever try to find your real parents? No, I pretty much took the hint, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, when they abandoned me, I was like, that's probably the end of that.
Probably no sense in looking for him. Really, I got you. Okay.
I'm sure there's a lot of
Dropping a dime on mom and dad.
a lot of gold comedy down this road.
Yeah. And now I have a very my mother was very overprotective through my whole life, but she's very involved in my life, and she calls me almost every day, and holds me hostage on the phone for hours on end. While she's at this age where she just holds me on the phone and just asks me all these really annoying questions, and she won't let me hang up, and it just sounds like I'm having really bad phone sex for like an hour. Just like, yes. Oh, God. Yes! I already told you what I was wearing.
This is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I have something new?
Oh, check it out.
That's a hat. I know you like wearing hats, Bob.
I love wearing hats.
Bob likes. Check this bitch out.
This is from the greatest racing venue in the world, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I didn't know that they made a hat this big. This hat was actually worn by A.J. Foyt.
All right.
I was going to ask who's going to fit in it.
It's a little bit big.
Let me have that hat.
This
That's big as a laundry basket, isn't it?
It really is. It's huge.
It says one size fits most.
Give it to Bob.
I
Very
wish
nice.
I had that hat when I was playing guitar in the street corners.
Yeah.
This is
now fill it up.
Yeah, fill her up.
the logo of the great Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Of course, the
That's
home
hilarious.
of the Indy 500 coming up in the month of May.
Oh, that's just great.
But that is a nice
Look at
big
that.
hat. Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta work the brim there.
Yeah. Do you mind trying it on?
Oh, I don't mind at all. Let me get the brim set first.
We need to get a picture of this on our website. Okay, Bob is setting the brim, which he's very good at.
Yeah. This is kind of a flexible brim here.
Okay, there we go. Put it on. Okay.
There you go. It's all right.
Hey, what's happening, cool cats? All right. Hey, Coach, I'm ready to go in.
Okay, we'll you should wear a shot of that for the website.
Tip of the hat to you, Christy.
Oh, thank you.
You could actually wear that over a fireman's helmet.
Yeah, you could.
You should wear that all the time and say...
And just say, what? What are you looking at?
What happened?
You can't be subpoenaed if your name's not on anything. That's the way I always felt about it.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
I did a show at my brother's fraternity last time I was there, and they're all giving me the ideas, like how to, when they drink, how they get around. Because they know they know drinking and driving is wrong. So they have this thing where they get really drunk, and then they walk to Domino's, order a pizza. And then when they go to deliver it, they ask the guy for a ride. Thinking, that's a good idea.
Home in 30 minutes or less.
The drinking and driving is the designated driver is a good idea. What always amazes me about that is they give these designated drivers coffee all night. They're like, have another cup of coffee. Hey, Bob, that's a designated driver. Hey, that's a good thing what you do with your friends. Here's another cup of coffee. Have a soda. They're not better off than someone that's had a six-pack. They get pulled over. They're wired out of their gourd. Like, officer, I'm the designated driver. I think you got to take care of these people. The cop's like, why don't you let the guy in the back puking drive? You can run ahead of the car and make sure it doesn't hit anything.
Eyebrow dandruff. That's disgusting. Is that a thing?
I'm not proud of it.
Why would you bring that up on the air?
I didn't. It was Christy did. It was said in confidence off the air.
Yeah. Don't ever say eyebrow dandruff in front of a potential lover.
Oh, no.
Hey, look, ladies. If I'm on top, you might get sprinkled on.
Well,
let it snow.
If you're on top, I'll just let everybody else finish that.
Oh, I see. If you're on top, you got about eight seconds to live. Is that it?
I wouldn't say 8.
If you're on top, Godspeed to your ribs, ladies. Is that what we're getting at?
This is Jimmy Pardo. You are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's a party. Christy's here. There's Josh, Pat, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick. Tom Griswold, second day in a row on fire today. As bad as yesterday's show was, Tom was very funny.
Was great. No, I was. We just didn't get to a lot of the news stories we promised. We had to cram them in. We had that really cool Wizard of Oz slipper story. I love that story.
I don't like to talk about the Wizard of Oz. It's embarrassing. You know that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But, and if you haven't heard the story,
a guy stole his Wizard of Oz slippers because somebody in the mob told him they were real jewels.
The guy was a career criminal. Yeah, he thought that the ruby slippers...
Don't you
And then they sat for, 13 years.
And real rubies.
Yeah.
Don't you get the idea, get the feeling, rather, that the guy who did this saw Goodfellas and thought, you know, when they rob... they go to the airport and walk out with $7 million and they didn't use a gun and they came up with the idea by themselves. He thought the same thing about the ruby slippers because I could pull that job like that.
Yeah, one last big score.
I think he was pranking the guy. I think he said, they're real rubies. Why don't you go steal them?
And they probably smell like old feet after this longer time.
The pair I saw in the Smithsonian were just awful.
I'm with him.
It's a costume.
Yeah, they were like sequins.
And they looked degraded.
Yeah.
They probably had a bunch of them, and God knows how much amphetamines dropped on top of them from Judy while they were trying to.
Say what you want about Judy. She was in a good mood most of the time.
The guy that stole them, sadly, well, I guess not sad. I don't know the guy, Mr. Terry John Martin. He's in hospice care at home, so they're not going to sentence him to prison.
Well, no,
there's no point.
So he's dying then.
Yeah,
You know what they say? There's no place like home detention. We're not in hospice anymore.
I would not have a problem with home detention.
Really? No, you don't. You wouldn't, would you?
You're in it right now.
A reward, really.
Not a problem. Yeah. And they let Uncle Junior, he could go back and forth to work and doctor's appointments.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I have a technical question for you.
Go.
How many rooms are in your house? Bedrooms.
Oh, bedrooms?
Yes.
Technically 3.
Are there beds in each room?
As I'm speaking, yes.
Have you slept in all of them?
No.
I've slept in one of them.
No, one of them, the girls sleep in there.
But I mean, you've
puppy
never
dogs and the one's my studio. But
you never thought, I think I'm going to go sleep in that room just to see what it's like.
No, I have not done that.
Okay, Christy.
I have 4 bedrooms.
You ever slept in all of them?
I've slept in 2 out of 4.
Okay.
What about knocking it out? All 4 bedrooms?
Just one.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah.
In the dining room, which we were just discussing.
We talked about the dining room. We were talking about bedrooms.
I know, sir.
Yeah.
Josh, you've got a nice little house. You got.
A nice
I have 4 bedrooms, but only 2 have beds in them, and then I've slept in both.
You have? Okay.
Yeah.
Just like like on a Friday night, go, you know something? I'm going to sleep over there tonight.
No, it was. I couldn't. The other person in the bed, I couldn't sleep with them in it, so I went to the other bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just asking.
Do you ever do that? Go in the guest room occasionally?
I took a shower in the guest room. Well, not in the room itself, in the bathroom over there.
Yes, but you're such a creature of habit. I don't see you doing anything any differently in any room or any different rooms other than what you've set up as your routine.
I found myself in the backyard in the dark the other day with one of the dogs, thinking how many places I could sleep in my house.
Yeah.
And I was thinking through, okay, in the basement, there's that mat, the girls, I could sleep on that. And I was thinking,
are you being kicked out of your bedroom?
Are you in the doghouse? What's going on?
No. You're trying to tell us?
I was the only one. I was the only one at home at the time, and I was thinking I could sleep on this couch or that couch, and I figured there's 11 different places I could sleep in my house.
Yikes!
I mean, once you start counting couches,
well, yeah, that's one. My couch is too small there, so 1, 2, 3. One of our bedrooms doesn't have a bed
in the event of some kind of raid, I could have like a whole.
We could all come and stay at your place.
I could have like a football team stay.
Yeah.
I've got 2 words for you guys. Slumber party.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to take no for an answer.
Oh, Tommy, that'd be so much fun.
Cartoon pajamas. Everybody's invited except Godwin. And,
I got the...
kidding, of course.
Wouldn't an adult slumber party be fun?
Yes.
Not like some, orgy, just kind of a fun...
No.
Watch movies.
Let's not...
No, don't let that
Let's
out
not
of
put any limitations on it. Whatever happens, happens.
You can get
Put Christy's
creative.
bra in the freezer.
Oh, yeah, that was always a fun gag.
And we put Tom's hand in warm water.
Right.
Pee his pants.
I got a little bunk room over the garage with 4 beds in it. Perfect for sleepovers.
4 beds.
Oh, they're not really
Like
beds.
bunk
They're
beds?
like bunks built into the wall.
Oh, that is fun.
Your own
It's really
camp
cool.
back there.
Yeah. There's
Do
like
they fold out of the wall? Or
No, they're just right there. On the
Murphy's?
Are they full-size beds?
No, but they're big enough for the kids. It's fun.
That's perfect for the
There's
kids.
like a group shower.
I bet there is.
A group shower?
And
Is that
in
where you
case
do
your
the
brother,
filming?
in case your brother stopped by, so you guys can grab ass and naked
yeah, I
and
wanna
run
get
around the
beat up.
house.
Relive old days?
Yeah, hey Jim, remember the time we played Bearman in Harbor Springs upstairs?
Yeah, we can do it again. Put your penis on my thigh. Oh yeah.
Let's not be so graphic. In any event, so that was one of the stories we kind of had to skip over, the Judy Garland thing. Kind of bugged me.
You know, when how old was she? Was she in her 40s?
She was like 47, I think.
And she looked 70.
Yeah.
It was.
She had a pretty severe injury.
You know who's Vincent Minnelli? It's
Manipulated by the awful people in Hollywood.
She was 47.
Really abused by Louis Mayer.
We're going to talk about death. I can't believe we've been on the air this long. And
I know what you're going to say.
What?
Tom hasn't mentioned the big news today.
From Broadway, one of the greats of all time.
Oh, from West Side Story?
Yes.
I was texting back and forth yesterday and we all agreed, you were going to plot. This is what we decided.
Sad news.
Who?
Chita Rivera.
She
passed away.
She was my brother.
At the age of 91.
She initiated. She was the very first Broadway.
She was Anita
on West Side Story.
Yeah. Sister, yeah.
She was in a whole bunch of great.
How about that?
Yep.
And of course, who can forget? She was the in Bye Bye Birdie.
In the movie or the
stage play?
Would you think less of me if I told you I've never seen Bye Bye Birdie and I have no plans to see Bye Bye Birdie?
That's like saying I've never had chocolate.
Really?
Bye Bye Birdie is pure joy. The scene with Paul Lynde
I'm glad
singing,
you enjoy it.
Kids.
The scene with Paul Lynde singing about Ed Sullivan, if that doesn't make you glad you're alive in the 20th century.
Boy, what a performer, Paul Lynde singing. I can't imagine how
it's joyful.
The song Kids is
It's a great song.
Kids is funny.
Kids is much funnier, yeah.
Can we play some of Paul Lynde singing from Bye Bye Birdie?
Do the Kids, maybe.
We might have to pick the...
I have that. It's the Ed Sullivan tribute. People forget about it. The Ed Sullivan Show was a variety show, and when the Beatles appeared in it, that is responsible for more guitar players picking up a guitar and becoming guitar players than any other moment in American history.
How can you document that?
What?
You could talk to...
My contention is it would have happened anyway.
Talk to Steve Lukather of Toto and a number of other great guitar players. They're all going to mention, I was a kid watching the Beatles and Ed Sullivan, and I got my first guitar.
If you want to laugh, listen to any interview right now with Steve Lukather. Somebody's pissed him off, and he goes right at... nobody paid him. It's hilarious. He's angry.
Not anymore. I just heard him say he's over and on. Toto's going back out. You go see him. He's a tremendous guitar player. Didn't he play all the guitars on Thriller?
No.
Eddie played
except for the one.
Yeah. But he's responsible for a lot of the arrangements and the playing, yeah.
In any event, the Beatles, Ed Sullivan, great moment in American history. We'll feature some of that coming up. Right now, all I've got up is this.
Mr. Fister! Oh, Mr. Fister! Dear Bob and Tom.
Paul Lynde would have appreciated that.
Yeah. I was listening to your show on Tuesday.
More of a finger guy.
Oh, yeah, the bad show.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
What? I would have figured he would work his way up.
Is that how that works?
Are you guys talking Paul Lynde fingering somebody?
Yes.
No, sorry.
I don't know what happened.
Didn't you drive Paul Lynde around?
I did, yeah, for a whole week.
Did he say, hey, where does a guy get fingered around here?
No, he did not say that.
All right.
He said, where's the bar?
He said other funny things. Wasn't he real kind and funny?
He was hilarious.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
I bet he was.
Did you have a dog with him, Dan?
They both had, he and his partner had dogs.
Oh.
He really...
like his accountant or something, or his lawyer?
Yeah, his business partner.
In many ways, he probably had a tough go of it, but he did embody joy. He was
really funny.
You've seen Bye Bye Birdie, right?
Yeah.
He plays the dad.
Yeah, the
Mr.
kids'
Matt,
numbers are really funny and good.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Well, we'll dig that up for you. In the meantime, you have a letter.
Dear Dysfunctional Layabouts.
Oh.
I think it's the first time this is from Larry. I was listening to that Tuesday show, and you guys, Chick came up with pie fights, and my ears perked up, he said. Back in 1986, there was a church youth group convention at a Radisson hotel. It was being renovated. Another hotel was being renovated next door, so we were in the Radisson enjoying dinner. I cannot remember a bit of anything, but we decided it was a good idea to have a food fight during dinner. Several hundred repressed church youths, of which I was one, thought it'd be a good idea to throw pies and food and everything. It was chaos and joy, he says.
I bet.
Just like Bye Bye Birdie, Tom.
Oh, okay.
It did end the convention prematurely. I found out during the massive ass-chewing I got from my father that there was extensive damage.
Oh.
He says, I'm almost 50 now, and I've not once regretted being there to be part of the massive church kid food fight of 86. I love your show. Thank you.
There's nothing better than those high school, whatever it is, church group.
Yeah.
Whatever group it is, you're away from the Washington, D.C. trip. You got a couple, what do they call them, supervisors, chaperones. Yeah. Oh, those trips are always great. A lot of good things happen. A lot of fun things happen.
We went to the Center of Science and Industry in Columbus, Ohio, and that was our big trip.
You didn't spend the night, did you?
No, 25 miles away.
Yeah, I went to the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base Museum for a day. I never got to spend the night anywhere.
We went to Washington, D.C., where my friend John went down to the lobby because he looked so old, and he bought a copy of Western Nudist, the first nudie magazine I'd ever seen.
Wait a minute. What hotel was this?
It was in Washington, D.C. I don't know the hotel.
You don't remember? But they had in their gift shop Western Nudist magazine.
Yep.
Is that right?
We'd been there for 15 minutes, and I went over to their room, and you could ask my friend Pete. It was unbelievable.
But you got caught, right?
It may have been confiscated by Mr. Will. Ooh, a fine diver, by the way.
Diver?
Yes.
A lot to the story.
Oh, so I remember all this.
You don't care for my story? How about this angle?
I don't remember my friends' wives' names, but I can remember all those people. I'm sorry. Is that sports?
No, we haven't even started because we have to make room for this.
Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today.
Yes, he played the straight father.
I couldn't have any anyway.
Kids.
Cut. Now, Paul.
Yes.
Can we...
You want me to tone it down a little bit?
Can we try to sing this time? That would be very exciting.
I just sort of spoke it.
Once more from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hit it.
Here we go, Paul.
Kids.
Son of a bitch.
And isn't the mom Maureen Stapleton?
Who can understand
Is that who plays the mother?
I saw it once. I don't remember.
She plays the mother of...
Gene Stapleton?
No, I'm talking Maureen.
Oh.
Is
that your favorite
she's the
Stapleton?
mother of the Dick Van Dyke, the Dick Van Dyke character.
Oh, okay. She is a mom in it, though?
Oh, I love her.
In any event, sad news, Chita Rivera from the original Broadway Bye Birdie is gone. So,
She won the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
I mean, well-deserved.
Yes.
Amazing.
Opened the door for many Latina actors and actresses.
Well, you know Paul can't sing. You know that, right?
So what?
But the way he does is so fun.
Is it? All right.
I think, it's silly. It's silly.
Like that sing thing. Ever see My Fair Lady?
Oh,
all right, one more time, Paul. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't have any kids.
Here we go. Come on, Paul.
All right.
Kids.
No, son of a...
with these kids today.
Kids, okay.
Kids. Who can understand anything they say?
Anything they say.
Kids,
What else rhymes with say, Lynn?
Good God.
But, some beauties. A young Anne Margaret, a young Janet Leigh. Are you kidding me with that? Just
Nice,
the hottest.
I forgot about that.
A young... It doesn't get hotter than Janet Leigh when she's in her 20s.
Who was... they didn't know that who directed Bye Birdie? They put Anne Margaret in a lot more than anybody knew until they saw the premiere. This is in Dick Van Dyke's book, and I guess all the women were like, that bitch. How did she worked the director.
Here's what you're looking for.
Okay.
I think, if this works.
Is this Paul Lynde Ballads? Or?
No.
Oh.
My Fair Lady.
No, it's Bye Birdie.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Me on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Oh.
Ed Sullivan.
He's a great singer.
Christ.
Me, Harry McAfee, appearing with Ed Sullivan.
And they're wearing robes.
Oh, like choir robes?
Yeah, it's a great scene. You got to check it out. But Chita Rivera was in the stage play version of it. Sorry.
Chita Rivera.
That just sounds like Broadway musical, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Very hot.
She was beautiful.
I'm sure, yeah. No, you'd...
A little mannish there at the end.
Oh, come on.
Well, yeah, 91, probably.
91. She had a good run.
Genderless, essentially, at the end there.
That's right.
As they all
Everything grows together.
That last decade's
You guys are truly awful. Coming up,
I don't know them all.
coming up, we have, speaking of old, we got an old guy with a world record. Another one. We'll get to that coming up. We have a great white shark news and a nice, pleasant, happy story about an athlete in the NFL.
If you say so.
Then you've got Then you got NBA's Rajan Rondo with guns and drugs and money
and charges and
Isn't that a song?
It's all coming up.
Yeah, that's Warren Zevon.
Lawyers, guns and money.
Rondo, guns and money.
That's a great song. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or order anytime. Excuse me. Are you serious with it? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Screen Door Productions presents
A Day at Fergler's Hardware, Part 2.
Your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, the High Plains Thrifter, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
We have also new to the show. His name is Ryan Belleville. And Ryan comes to us all the way from Calgary, Canada. See, we established the fact that you played a musical instrument in school, but you weren't real popular.
I wasn't. I like to think I was popular in the Mum Club. But I was not. I was not the coolest kid, really. I know it's hard to believe.
You look like a pretty.
It is hard to believe. Now, well, that's the thing about comics. It's like they're. Well, I think a lot of comics are pretty cool because you hang out in clubs all the time and you get a little confidence. And then you feel like you're doing something a little different. When you go back to the reunions, people are like, what do you do? Well, I'm a manager of the regional Blockbuster. And I'm like, ha, ha, ha. I tell wiener jokes for a living. Sucker. So, like, there's that sense of positivity.
That is do you have a card that says that?
That's right. I got a tattoo.
How do you spell sucker? Suck on that, huh? Sucker.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
Hey, everybody, this is Todd.
I'll tell you about it soon.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom's over there talking about Bye Birdie and the fabulous Chita Rivera.
Well, the Chita Rivera died.
Passing away yesterday.
Great Broadway star.
Have to look her up.
And she originated
big thighs,
important roles in a great dancer.
Thick thighs save lives.
That's exactly right.
I wouldn't say that, but let's just.
No,
move
that's
forward.
a nice thing, Tom. It's not a bad thing at all.
What do we have over there at the sports desk?
That's a great question, Tom. Thank you. This about the Super Bowl advertisements for sports betting may seem to be everywhere, but the NFL says viewers will only see 3 commercials for betting sites during the Super Bowl. During an online news conference yesterday to discuss the upcoming championship game, the Super Bowl, league officials said they generally limit sports betting ads to 1 per quarter during regular season games. But they say only 3 such ads have been sold for the Super Bowl.
Isn't all the betting over?
Well, first of all, Tom, obviously you don't know how this works. Betting's never over.
So many in-game bets.
But I mean, once
so many in-game bets.
Okay,
you can bet. You could bet the 49ers -2 for the first half. You could bet for the second quarter who's going to score more points. For the third quarter,
I would just think that the
you'd be wrong.
The amount of gambling tapers off once the game starts. I would think.
No, not anymore. Yeah, no.
And I see the look on your face, and I hear the tone in your voice, and there's no discussing this with you because you made up your mind, but you couldn't be more wrong.
That used to be the case, of course.
This is like when you hear ads for a campaign and the election was the day before.
No, it's not that way at all.
Okay.
You can sit on your couch and have your betting site open.
Of course, I know, but I would think...
Shut up!
I would think the
and here
bulk
comes
of the betting...
49ers coming out to kick a field goal. Would you like to bet if they make it or not? You can instantly.
I'd like to see some numbers.
Oh,
no. I get what you're saying. Yeah, maybe more people bet on just the outcome of the game before the game starts, but there's a ton of in-game betting.
Of course, and there's always another game to bet on.
Of course, I know. I would think the amateurs, those that aren't addicted.
How stupid are you?
Just occasionally, this is the one thing that they bet on. This is like people who go out on New Year's Eve and get plastered. So,
once again,
okay, I'm sorry.
No speaking with you.
Okay, well, I'd like to see some.
Check, here's the lovely Chita Rivera.
I mixed her up with Rita Moreno.
Yes.
Rita Moreno played in the movie version of West Side
That's
Story.
why.
And she's still alive and gorgeous.
She's great.
Yeah.
It's going to come to me who she reminds me of.
Well, that's I
can tell you it's not a woman.
She looks like the Joker. That's a terrible photograph of her. Could we move on?
Ladies and gentlemen, I know for a fact this has not been covered and Tom is unaware of it, so I feel it's my responsibility to pass this information along to all of you and especially Pat Godwin. Indianapolis Colts quarterback Gardner Minshew has been named an alternate for the NFL Pro Bowl games.
Oh, I know that. I was so excited.
How about that, Pat?
That's fun.
The NFL announced yesterday afternoon that Minshew has been named to the AFC roster of the Pro Bowl games. That's February 4th. That's, February 4th. Sunday's game, 3 o'clock on the ESPN, ABC Family Networks. The addition comes after the Chiefs advanced to the Super Bowl, causing that team's Pro Bowlers to decline the invitation. Well, now, how would that go if you're a Kansas City Chiefs? I'm going to have to skip the Super Bowl. I want to play in the Pro Bowl. I think that's a much higher honor.
The Pro Bowl there's no real game, right? Isn't it 7-on-7 flag football, then a bunch of skill tests?
That's a game?
Okay.
It's a lesser.
It'll be fun. I mean, Gardner Minshew, now they got a guy with some personality that's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
He might get in the game.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I'd put him in.
You'd put
When is the game? He's my first-string guy.
Sunday, 3 o'clock.
Love Gardner.
And let's see, Peyton Manning is the host, the coach of the AFC team. Well, actually, I misspoke correctly. The host of the AFC team, and Eli's the host of the NFC team.
All right.
There you go. How about that, huh? And tickets on at least one secondary market site are the most expensive in Super Bowl history. The prices underscore the anticipation of the game's Vegas debut between the defending champ and what likely is the most popular team in the West. That's the San Francisco 49ers. Tom, your thoughts on this? Do you think that Super Bowl tickets are increasing in price because it's the first game in Las Vegas?
I think I don't know. I think that's a great place to have the game, though. I totally get it.
Really?
They should do it there every year.
I wonder what the face value is.
I wonder what Paul Hornung and Alex Karras are thinking with the game in Las Vegas. They were both suspended for a season, entire season for gambling.
If there's gambling in heaven.
You think?
They'll be there.
You think Jesus has a card game Wednesday nights?
Maybe.
It's called the executive game.
Wouldn't it be lovely to be invited to that? Like a special, 6-8 person.
All right.
Who would he invite? Boy, oh boy.
Well, Paul would be there.
Who would Jesus? Who?
Paul.
I think each week it would be different folks because there's so many.
He'd have to rotate apostles, probably.
You mean like Paul, Mark, Luke, and John? Those guys?
Yeah, those guys.
Judas,
that was his gang, man.
Judas, you did Nanty again.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Judas is not there.
Judas always forgets.
Hey, you think Judas is bluffing? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not falling for that again, pal.
Judas, you want to pick your card? Judas denied it. No, that's not. Who denied it?
Judas is not. Paul.
That's Paul who denied it.
Judas is not playing cards in
I bet Judas at the Last Supper, he was the guy that when the check came, he got up and went to the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
We know he is.
I just want to know who the guy doing the seating was. Hey, listen, fellas, we're going to put you all on the same side of the table. I know it's hard to have a discussion.
See, it was a painting, and they couldn't get it.
Yeah, they had to sit there just for the painting.
Well, if you watch Mel Brooks' History of the World Part 1, it's a picture.
Yes,
and
it's a photo.
he actually, he's the server, and he ends up in the photo.
Wasn't Thomas, was there a Thomas, and he was the doubter?
Doubting Thomas.
Mm-hmm. Doubting Thomas, right? That fits.
Mm-hmm. I doubt if this is Kobe beef. A little too salty. Okay.
Who else would Benjamin Franklin probably play some poker?
Sure, he'd be invited one week.
He'd win.
Oh yeah, he's got a great poker face probably.
Yeah. He'd be good.
Yeah.
Hey, look outside of that lightning. Is that a key? Wait a minute. Palm's a card.
Roosevelt? How about Roosevelt? He'd be there. FDR? He'd roll up and
I imagine
he can walk in there.
He'd be skipping.
I'm ready to play.
Oh, you think he gets to walk up there?
Heck yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
All your maladies are gone.
Come
You're
on, you
healed.
guys.
Oh, I didn't recognize you without the chair there, Frank.
Quite a spring in your step.
Wow.
Holy cow.
I didn't recognize Hawking looking like a crippled fetus. He's like a regular human being.
He doesn't look like a crippled fetus.
I saw Hawking.
This is all on you,
Hawking's
Mr.
talking over there.
Hawking was doing a 3-legged race with Christopher Reeve. This is a hell of a place.
I'm still laughing insanely inside that Judas never antes.
Is that sports?
And he splashes the pot.
More sports coming up,
Okay.
including more of this.
Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today.
Yes, sir, baby. All coming up.
Kids, they're always asking me if I am.
Okay.
My dogs are my kids.
Damn kids, my fur babies.
Yeah, I'd like to have been on the set, and how did they direct that? Did they go,
Someone threw up their hands and said, "I told you he can't sing." That happened.
No.
It's, yeah.
They said less hands.
Yeah, less jazz hands. It's great. I think it's genius.
Have fun.
So funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, coming up, we have pigs. Pigs.
Pigs? What? They lit pigs too, Dad.
Pigs. You can go to a bar and cuddle with them. What? That's what the news is about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
You want to learn how to avoid a-holes in your life?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I do.
I do, Christy. I come in early.
Apparently, there is a gentleman, Robert Sutton, a professor of organizational behavior and engineering at Stanford University, has written 2 books about a-holes and how people can survive them. Here are his suggestions.
Pretty easy.
Steps to avoid and change the a-hole in your life.
Does it involve not going to an axe-hurling bar?
Number 1, create physical distance. One of the most reliable ways to become an a-hole is to be around them. I've got to go.
I am out of here.
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
Screen Door Productions presents
A Day at Fergler's Hardware.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom Radio, 24/7.
How's your son?
Oh, he's great.
How old is your son now?
Yeah, he's a little 4-year-old. He actually he loves Thomas the Train. Have you ever heard of Thomas the Tank
Oh,
Engine?
sure.
And they have different names, Donald, Toby. And one day he's got them spread out in the restaurant, and the waitress comes over. She goes, "That's Thomas the Tank Engine. Is Thomas your favorite?" Justin goes, "No, I like Percy. Percy's one of the trains." But unfortunately, he can't pronounce his R's yet. Imagine my horror. The whole restaurant hears my son go, "I like Percy." Who doesn't? Daddy does, too. Well, the guys that sit behind us do. That's my favorite. That's why you're here.
Yeah, and Joey from Philly. He likes in the car.
And Rachel, where's your lady?
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us now. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay, must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that? Are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're.
Hi, this is Carl Lewis, and you're listening to Bob.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Present.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Coming up, a special request. Looking forward to that. But we're going to dip our toes into the world of sporting news. Is that correct?
That's exactly right, Tom. You could be no more correct. The second biggest day of the NFL year lived up to its hype. The primetime NFC Championship game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. 56.69 average rating.
That's colossal.
The audience peaked at almost 59 million viewers from 9:15 to 9:30.
Man.
As the 49ers beat Detroit 34-31. The CBS broadcast of the AFC Championship game between the Chiefs and the Ravens.
Oh, no. He's down, Jim. Oh, Jim.
The Chiefs win 17-10, and that one brought in 55.47 viewers. Sunday was the first time since 2014 that both conference championship games averaged more than 50 million viewers, with the caveat that out-of-home ratings weren't part of Nielsen's same-day reporting until 2020. So there you go.
So they're very popular.
And I can't imagine, I'm trying to look up the highest rated Super Bowls here. I think we're in for a record.
Oh, yeah.
As far as ratings go. It approaches 110, 111 million, half the country.
Yikes.
Or were you at 300 million? Yeah.
But still, that's
just less than half the country.
Huge.
Huge and giant and gigantic. And how much screen time with Taylor Swift have been taken during the NFL games?
Not very much.
I don't know.
Not a lot.
Mr. Jason Pauly's analysis of the AFC Championship game. Why should we listen to him?
Why?
Because it's Jane Pauly's nephew.
Oh.
I just made that.
Okay.
The AFC Championship game showed Taylor on screen for a total. This is according to Jason Pauly.
All right.
Sat there, stopwatch, 44 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Out of the 3-hour and 9-minute game.
Yeah, but people are bitching about it. As if there wasn't enough non-action in the field. They got plenty of time to do stuff like show people in the stands, and it's fun. Come on.
He also looked at the Chiefs' previous 2 games and found that Tay was shown for 1 minute, 16 seconds during the Dolphins game and 25 seconds during the Bills game. Well, the Dolphins game was new, and they were trying to decide if she was going to be there.
Yeah.
And this, that, and the other, right?
I think so, yeah.
And also, the shot they had of her was pretty good when you could see it was her and she was having fun.
Oh, yeah, you were complaining about the AFC Championship game. You said she was like at the back of a cave, right?
Yeah, well, man, that's her right to have some privacy. I get it. It's fun. This is going to get people that would never watch a football game to watch the same way the dumb halftime shows get people to watch.
Do you think we'll ever, well, I'm answering my own question in my head. I'm sure there'll be channel you could pick to watch the band at halftime, if there is a band. But do you think the band will ever come back and be part of the halftime show?
Like a marching band?
Yeah, on television.
Man,
Oh, no way.
I just don't know how it could.
No way.
Well, not for the Super Bowl.
Well, why not? That would be amazing.
No, it wouldn't. No one would care.
You know, Anita Bryant performed at one of the Super Bowls.
One of the early ones, right? Yeah.
Al Hurt played trumpet at one of the Super Bowls.
The big halftime is still fairly young in respect to.
When Anita Bryant played, did she work with Paul Lynde?
I don't know who you keep talking about, this Paul Lynde.
Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today.
Anita Bryant would have had him banished, put in jail.
They say.
Okay, Paul. Man, that's
Noisy, lazy, sloppy, crazy, loafers.
Yeah,
that's how it's
Great song.
Is that how it does? Is that what it says?
I have I do not know the answer to this question.
All right.
Ace might know this. This is right up your alley, Ace. Are any of the gambling apps going to allow you to bet on how many seconds they'll show Taylor Swift if she's at the Super Bowl?
Oh, I bet.
Or how many times they would cut away?
Sounds like a decent prop bet.
Yeah.
I don't know who would be
that'd be hard to time out.
Yeah, the curator of that, who would be in charge and say, okay, it was 17 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, they've got a tape, and
they could go. How many times will they cut to her?
Yeah.
They've done that with other people.
Or.
Well, the bet yesterday was if she and Travis get engaged at the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right.
On the field.
That won't happen.
You can bet $100 and win. It was $5,000.
Christy, just in terms of a man and woman in a relationship,
Yes.
it seems a little tacky, doesn't it?
Yes.
Very.
So
you're also betting that Kansas City wins.
Potentially.
There's no way Kansas City loses and Taylor Swift runs onto the field and he proposes to her.
Why not?
I mean, let's take this sad moment and make it a happy one.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's not very.
No, I'll take that bet.
Very unlikely.
I think if they're really in love and they want to have a wonderful relationship, you don't do that on national television.
Yeah, no,
that's a
it's
private
not.
moment between
Right.
two people.
Where do you do it? Where's the best place to do it?
I don't care.
In
as
a
long
dirty hotel room?
Oh, I like that.
Oh, are you talking about...
Not do it.
Are you thinking about proposing?
No, I just want to know what you think.
Now, Pat, you've been married a couple times. Where did you propose?
I think it just sort of happened. You hear those three words, free health insurance.
Were you in private or in public?
Private.
So not on your knee in a restaurant?
No, never did that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've never had a public engagement either.
Well,
nowadays you have the family there sometimes, and
and a photographer
waiting in the wings.
Yeah, I mean,
But Christy, you'll always have the car.
I will. You're right.
What?
We got engaged in the car this time.
On the way to something, right?
Yeah, on the way to an event. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you were yelling at him, right?
Kind of, weren't you?
Yeah.
It says the left turn signal's on. Let's go.
Come on, stupid. We don't have time for this crap.
Poor Andy, nervous.
Okay.
His name's Andy?
Yes. Yeah.
I thought it was Arnie.
Andrew, if you're nasty.
Randy.
Okay.
Let's move
Yeah.
forward.
How about Super Bowl prop bets? Want to take a look at those, Tom?
Yeah.
Gatorade colors. The favorite is, looks like purple at plus 225. Blue is plus 275. And then the long shot, no Gatorade bath at plus 4,000. You bet $100, you get $4,000 if there's no Gatorade bath. And the second long shot, clear water, no Gatorade at $1,000. What do you think of that?
Is there an other?
There's no.
Yes, where you're just.
You take the field, if you will.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, sometimes they use, I don't know who's sponsoring the Super Bowl, but they sometimes use, whatever's sponsoring the Super Bowl.
Oh,
or
it could
the
be
game.
Powerade or something?
Right, exactly. Well,
you like the prop bets. Like, you'll take the coin toss and number of
the coin
interceptions.
toss. I like the stuff like the field goals.
And
missed field goals.
I do miss us all watching the Super Bowl together and having.
Yeah, I don't.
That's right. I remember that.
But we would have the prop bets and we'd all sit there and look at our car. It was fun.
Have they announced who's doing the anthem?
Yeah, and I forget who it was. Chita Rivera. That's right.
The guy that did it.
They're going to have to find an alternate.
Rita Moreno.
The guy that did it for the first game, was it Sunday, was the guy that did the song Despacito.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Remember that great song?
I remember you playing it and talking about how it was huge
I love
worldwide.
Despacito.
It's a great song.
It says Reba McEntire.
What?
Oh, okay. That's nice.
For the 58th edition of the NFL title game between the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, a very familiar face to perform the Star-Spangled Banner, Reba McEntire.
Oh, that's sweet.
She's a national treasure, if you ask me.
Sure she is.
She's only 68.
That may.
She's 68?
See, in all the stuff, no matter who they pick, somebody's pissed.
Oh, sure.
And there's always. So I'm glad.
Who's halftime? Usher?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that song, man. You like that song?
I don't know any of his work.
You don't know any Usher songs?
You haven't heard Yeah? I think you'd like Yeah.
Is he a rapper or a singer?
He's a singer, but...
Well, here's the thing. He used to work at a theater.
Yeah, he's a tiny flashlight. He comes on stage.
He comes on with a flashlight, and he helps everybody.
His new song is You're in Row B.
Yeah!
Wears a nice little tuxedo.
Is he the only one, or is there a whole bunch?
I think there's a whole bunch. They'll be surprise guests. That's kind of what they've decided to do. Let's see. Who is singing America the Beautiful? Post Malone.
Ah.
And
he's got a heck of a voice, too.
He's
very good.
He has a great voice.
I like his voice.
Singing America the Beautiful. You know any Post Malone song?
Yeah, I do.
I find it fascinating that you're in love with Despacito, but don't know any Usher songs or any.
I only know
Malone?
stuff that my little girls listen to.
Okay.
Despacito was on whatever channel they were on.
Yeah.
All right. Here you go. Here's Usher.
There was no escaping the song for a while.
Yeah, I can't believe you haven't heard this.
What is it? What happens next?
Fun.
This part.
Well, it's a song, Tom.
Can you skip ahead of the part where we start singing?
You're up and dancing right now.
Yeah, you are. Let's get to it. Let's go.
No
Let's
intros.
get some panties on.
You guys remember how long the intro to that Ed Sullivan thing was? We just let it slide.
Yeah, I know. That was forever.
We didn't say anything.
I didn't have time.
Not a word.
We haven't edited.
Chick didn't have time to do that.
We haven't edited the Ed Sullivan song. Jason was.
I don't know what's wrong with these kids today.
Take your shoulders.
I'd watch the halftime show if they had Paul Inson.
Oh, kidding. Can you imagine?
A little Broadway tribute.
Can you imagine? Oh, on For All Mankind on Apple TV, that TV series they're running, John Lennon was at one of the Super Bowls. He was a halftime.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Well, that's the fantasy of what would happen.
Alternate universe.
Yeah.
Learn the lingo, babe.
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry.
New presidents, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still on the Ronald
Kennedy.
Reagan era, so I...
More sports coming up.
Okay, thank you very much. This part of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. It's a common misconception about relationships that they are easy. Yes, life is so easy. Nope, it takes a little work. And that's where therapy can come in and be extraordinarily helpful. And BetterHelp has found a better way to access therapy by taking advantage of the technology that we're getting so used to these days. I'm talking about that phone or that desktop computer or that laptop. You can get hooked up with the world. And with BetterHelp, you can get hooked up with a qualified therapist. Here's how it works. You fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. They've got 25,000 therapists out there. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And then here's how it works. The therapy itself is done online. So it's a lot more flexible, a lot more convenient, and a lot more suited to your particular schedule. You don't have to leave work, get in the car, go sit in the lobby, look across the lobby wondering, what's that guy got going? Nope, none of that's happening. It's much more private. It BetterHelp. It's a new gateway to therapy. So check it out. The details are all found at BetterHelp.com/BT show. Add the /BT show part and get 10% knocked off your first month. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. And by the way, you can engage with your therapist via text or with the cameras on, like a Zoom call or like a phone call. Again, it's all about flexibility and being suited to your schedule and your particular needs. BetterHelp.com/BT show. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, an incredibly dangerous, cool world record. I can't believe this guy's still alive. Also,
Rajan Rondo.
And we have a really happy story from the world of the NFL coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't.
Comedian.
Tim Allen is here. He goes, oftentimes, you hear this a lot. Yeah, oftentimes the technology they learn here at the race is translated into your family car. And I went, yeah, right. This year, the Chevy's offered the Indy Celebrity, a 900 horsepower celebrity wagon. So I'm like, gosh, George, this thing's really got some pickup, doesn't it? I got to the kids to school in about 6 seconds. We're having lapping practice next week with all the other girls' PTA. She's running the Offie. I'm doing the Buick. And Betty's got the Chevy High-Tech. I pulled the trailer right out from under the boat, George. This baby's got some guts to it. Love Sears. Do you? It's Craftsman tool department makes my nipples rock hard. She always figured we should grunt like pigs. The little primates you are. Don't speak to your mother. You grunt like the pigs you are. Ever try to take a steak away from your husband? Here, honey. We're trying to grab meat from a man while we're just like dogs. I like going through the house rewiring stuff. That's my favorite thing. I got one of those big tool belts. Yeah. 2 cordless Makita drills hanging low. Yeah. But you gotta know how to wear it, otherwise your butt crack shows. You ever notice that? Hey, what is that? A pencil holder over there, Bob? Gotta hike that up. I got some spackle. I'll figure out that butt crack. I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob. I got kids eating food in this kitchen. Get out of here. Go to Miter Me a Dovetail out there or something, Bob. I just cruise around my house like Bob Vila, with a bad headache. Just looking for stuff. I notice Grandma's Easy Lift chair isn't moving quite as quick as I'd like it to. So I pop down the hardware store, pick up a compressor, some hose, some coax cable. I wire that sucker up. I forget Grandma lost some weight in the years I look at it. Got the 140 pounds a little too high, isn't it, Grandma? Shot that bitch halfway across the kitchen there. Doilies following her. Sorry, Grandma. I'll dial that baby down as soon as I rewire Grandpa's hearing aid. I got a preamp on that son of a bitch. Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God.
Now that's manly.
Presiding over a symbolic condom roast in his Catholic church's parking lot in Waterbury, Connecticut. Yes,
I love those.
The Reverend Joseph Looney protested.
Mesquite condom roast. Very tasty.
I'd like that blackened, please. It makes it look bigger.
And they look so good at a shish kebab, too. A little pepper, a little bell pepper, condom, tomato.
What's the name of this Reverend?
Oh, Reverend Joseph Looney. I'm not kidding.
No. Unbelievable. I'm Casey Kasem. Here's the American Top 40. Is it just my imagination, or is my head just a bit too big for my body? And here's my wife, Karima Kasem. Show him the top 40s, honey.
We were talking about racial stereotyping because you're a golfer.
Yes.
And I know that we were talking about golf off the air, but a lot of stereotypes in the world. Certainly, one of them about Asians in sports, and I think that's really now really being changed, particularly in the world of baseball,
right.
basketball. It's huge changes.
It's great.
15, 20 years ago, you didn't really see that as much.
It's great. I love seeing Asians in sports, and yeah, as you said, Major League Baseball, the real sports. You know, we're not talking ping pong or pie gal poker or base juggling with your feet or really hard Sudoku problems or competitive hot dog eating or breaking ice blocks with your forehead or dancing back up for Gwen Stefani, the real sports. That's great because before, if I wanted to cheer for Asians in sports, the people I had was Michelle Kwan and half of Tiger Woods.
That was it.
That was it. That's it.
Wow.
And you know, Tiger. Let's talk about him. You know, I don't know which half of Tiger made him want to cheat, but I think we can all agree which half drove into the tree. So.
And then the jaguar walked through the forest. That's a tiger. No, it says jaguar.
Nope, it's a tiger.
Yeah, they're like, you're wrong. And I'm like, okay, let's play a little game. Raise your hand if you have a degree. Oh, this is embarrassing. I graduated on the dean's list. You can't wipe your own butt. That's a jaguar. This is a winner. Next story.
Where are you from, buddy? Paterson, from Paterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come home for dinner.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't watch.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here looking forward. Are we going to talk about the Super Bowl from now until we got, what do we got here, 10 days, give or take?
We got more to talk about.
We got more to talk about? I got a really big fish story.
I got a really good request.
Fish.
You want to get to this cool request?
Yeah, go, man.
We had a story yesterday. I don't know if you remember, Christy, or 2 days ago. The essence of it was a truck carrying circus animals.
Oh, yeah.
Something went wrong, and they had to stop the truck. And
it was on fire, and they had to get the animals out.
Yeah, they had to get the camels and the
zebras.
Camels and zebras.
And miniature horses off of the semi-trailer on I-69 just south of Fort Wayne, and they were able to successfully save all of the animals. But they were in the median. They were out on the side of the road.
And, God bless the police out there corralling these animals, and they had to shut down the freeway for
almost 4 hours.
This is a major freeway.
Right.
We had a nice letter about that and a request that for something involving. Let me play the request. This is one of my favorites. One of my favorites of all time, in fact. This is, as you'll hear, comedian Jeff Rothpan.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
Morning, Jeff.
Tonight's show veteran.
Thank you.
Let's go back. We like to find out about you as a little boy up there in Canada. How'd that go?
Well, it was all right. We didn't have a lot of money growing up. Every comedian says that, but I really mean it. I remember one time, this is absolutely true. When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference when you go to a cheap circus. They had things like, I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? They stand 5'10". That's right. They're range from 5'8" to 6'2". The world's largest midgets. Well, look at them. Look at the size of these guys. Bunch of guys walking around.
That is a cheap circus. I'm telling you.
It was the worst.
Wow.
That was one after another. Bob's Circus. It was Bob. Coming to a parking lot near you. Right. I like it. Oh yeah. There was just one after another. The bearded man. What the hell is that? It was like they were just making it up on the spot. And we all just sat there stunned. We couldn't believe it. They had. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi. Dan, what the hell is this? How does he do it? He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks. Dad, we go home. My dad made us sit through the whole thing. It was the worst circus. We had to sit there. My dad said, "I'd pay for this. You're going to sit through the circus and watch." And I think they had what else? Oh, they had the world's first stripeless zebra. It's a horse. Stinking horse, Dad.
Jeff Rothpan, and one of the classics. But I got a nice letter here. Dear Bob and Tom Show, you've been talking about those circus animals on the highway. I can't believe you haven't played the famous piece Bob Circus by Jeff Rothpan, which we just did. But this letter came in yesterday, and he goes, can you hold it until Brad Williams is on the show? Maybe he hasn't heard it.
No, I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah, Brad is a man small of stature.
Yes.
What are you trying to say?
No, I'm saying this is this
seems
guy.
like there's an insult in here somewhere.
No, I don't think so. I think we talked with Brad yesterday. I'm a big fan. Brad's going to be out on tour We talked to him yesterday. He was in the Miami airport.
That was so funny.
And he was just got off somewhat wrestling cruise.
Cruise, yeah.
Yeah.
With Chris Jericho.
Yeah. So, just a classic piece from Jeff. Thank you very much. A great idea. Now, you said you had something over there?
Here's something interesting, he said, hopefully.
Okay.
A new survey from Zillow. The new porn, Zillow. You spend a lot of time on Zillow?
Oh, every day.
I'm on
No, I don't, but I know.
God, I love it.
I'm on Zillow.
How does that work? I've never been on it.
So it's just an app for real estate.
Yep.
So we just look at houses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every day. There's always another house.
That's one of my favorites. House Hunters on one of the do-it-yourself.
Yes.
Oh, man. I'm not in the market, and I don't care.
I like the fix-em-up shows.
Oh, yeah.
I like all that HGTV. I'm
Love that
addicted.
stuff.
I like House Hunters because they use every part of the house when they kill it.
That's right. That's exactly right.
They have an apartment fund.
Nothing goes to waste.
That's
when
good.
they go in and look at it, they take a knee.
When they call the neighborhood.
That's right.
I'm sorry. So
respectful to their parade.
What is a Zillow up to?
A new survey from Zillow finds that the football player Americans most want to be next-door neighbors with is Travis Kelce.
Of course.
Well, there's a problem with that. As much as I think Travis is probably a great guy, I think that's a fun survey. I think this is if that happened, if Travis was your next door neighbor, you would have nothing but reporters and vans and satellites and helicopters looking for Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
It would ruin your life.
Well, I would imagine there would be, a diminished return. Wouldn't they get tired eventually of trying to... No?
Nope.
You don't think so?
You're also attributing real life issues to a fantasy
situation. Yeah.
People aren't keeping...
People have neighbors.
Best case scenario.
I'm not that guy. Like if I see, and my little baby celebrity, I don't think if it plays into it or not. But if I see somebody famous, I don't say anything to him.
I don't either.
I met Joe Gibbs one time, or saw him at Municipal Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio. They were playing a preseason game. The Redskins were playing the Browns, and he was on a payphone out in the whatever they call the hallway at a stadium.
A hallway.
And I just, thank you, Tom. And I went up to him while he was on the phone and took my Redskins hat off and just shoved it at him. And I didn't say anything. I did exactly what I hate when people do.
Nervous, though?
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Yeah, I mean, so...
Peed my pants, Tom.
Did he sign it?
Forgive
yourself.
Yeah,
he took it and signed it. Great guy.
I like to let people know.
And he's sitting there going, okay, what time did you send flowers? What time does the body arrive? Okay, yeah. No, I'm just signing something. It's okay. I'm sorry, the timing. I miss my dad.
Wait a minute. That's what he found out? Papa Kibbs died? Is that what you're telling me?
Leave people alone.
Wow, yeah.
No, this is a fun survey, though, and it's I think it highlights the fact that Travis Kelce looks like a really great guy. People would want to live next door to him.
I think he's really popular because
So
of
what is the
Taylor
exact
Swift.
question? What
Hold your
NFL?
horses. The Kansas City Chiefs tight end topped the list after being chosen by over 10% of respondents.
10%?
And he was the overwhelming favorite among 18 to 34-year-old women.
Yeah,
you know
duh.
who lost? OJ. Did not do well.
He's probably got to be low on the list.
Yeah, Ray Rice. Not do well.
What about, is OJ out with his Super Bowl pick yet? Doesn't he do that every year?
Oh, God.
Probably.
Remember how he says hello? Is yours truly. That's all he says. Yeah.
Was that your OJ?
Yours truly. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
No, it's fine.
It's awful.
It's got a real deep... Well, it's no Travis Kelce. Where were we? 25% of 18 to 34 selected Kelce as their preferred next-door neighbor compared to under 10% of men. Patrick Mahomes followed closely behind his teammate with Baltimore Ravens wide receiver OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., ranking third. The survey also found that Snoop Dogg was the halftime performer Americans would most want to live next door to, 12%. Followed by Jennifer Lopez.
Snoop Dogg, there'd be an odor.
Yeah.
But your neighborhood to smell like pot 24/7.
Followed by Jennifer Lopez and her ass.
Did my man make it? Gardner Minshew?
Gardner Minshew's not on and not in the story. Lady Gaga.
Well, do they have a thing if what if your neighbor lives in his van? Didn't Gardner live in the van in Philly for a while?
I think he did.
For a while, yeah.
He's a great guy. I'm glad he's going to be at the Pro Bowl. Now I'll have a reason to watch it. You show him Gardner.
Will you watch the Pro Bowl now?
Just to see Gardner.
right.
They're going to put him in. He's such a fun guy to talk to. I just like it when they highlight some of the cool people in the NFL. People that are nice, that are great guys, worked hard, they're doing well, they're fun, helping out other people. Instead of, they always find the one guy, well, he was in an elevator beating up his girl. Oh, God, okay, enough.
Former NBA champion, I didn't know he won the championship. Rajan Rondo's in trouble with the police, and the story's not coming up. So we'll go to Texas fishermen, ladies and gentlemen, Laredo, Texas. Skilled fishing guide from Texas has demonstrated the mastery of the craft. Ricardo Garza caught a record-breaking blue catfish on January 15th while fishing at Falcon Lake. According to Texas Parks and Wildlife.
That Falcon Lake never gives up her dead.
The massive fish weighed 62 pounds.
Whoa. Oh, my gosh.
And measured 46 inches long.
That's amazing.
The agency says the blue catfish is the largest freshwater sports fish in Texas. It usually ranges from 20 to 40 pounds and may reach weights well over 100 pounds. There he is with his prize.
Yeah, that's great.
Look at that.
That's your big fish.
Do you eat that?
That's your big
I don't know. I hope they threw it back.
Yeah, I do too.
I hope so too.
Oh, I don't know. What? No, you get that out. You clean that. You get some panko. You man, yeah.
Take
cast iron skillet.
Take the mud vein. Use it to make a swing set.
You ever skinned a catfish? It's unpleasant.
Very.
They are ugly.
You really just peel the skin off. You don't scale them.
That'd be a good nickname for your if you ever do a blues thing, Pat.
Yeah.
Blue Catfish Godwin.
I like it.
Blind blue catfish.
I love catching.
Although you're not blind, you have what, early cataract issues?
I probably do. Yeah, I'm of that age.
Blue cataract. Blue cataract Godwin.
Dog in a couple of years.
I don't care what you're driving. Let's turn to the NBA. Steph Curry's headed back to the All-Star Weekend, of course, coming up February 17th in Indianapolis. Well, Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu will be in a three-point shootout contest, ladies. Both of them wanted officially to be announced on Tuesday. Steven versus Sabrina. It will happen as part of the All-Star Saturday night in Indianapolis on February 17th. The actual game the next day. The WNBA three-point shootout queen, Sabrina, and single-season record holder. The stage is set. Let's get it, Curry posted on social media. That will be fun.
That'll be cool.
Fun.
That's a great idea.
I love that.
And longtime NBA guard Rajan Rondo, here we go, arrested on Sunday on drug charges and a weapons charge in Indiana. According to reports, Rondo, 37, reportedly stopped for a traffic violation in Jackson County, which sits between Indianapolis and Louisville, Kentucky, on Sunday afternoon. The officer pulled him over, then allegedly smelled marijuana, which is illegal recreationally in Indiana, and later found a gun.
Let alone while driving.
Yeah, right. Rondo charged
Wait a second. Is this Kentucky? Yet?
I feel like I should be...
Kentucky's the state that needs to get it legal.
Oh, the great.
Because they got all that the great tobacco growing land they could convert. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Rondo charged with unlawful possession of a firearm, possession of drug paraphernalia, and marijuana, all of which are misdemeanors. He posted bond immediately. Unclear when he's supposed to be in court. Rondo was not allowed to possess the firearm after emergency protective orders were taken out against him after an incident back in 2022.
So how did he do in that who do you want to be your neighbor contest?
He has somewhat of an well, it wasn't just athletes, it was the NFL. So if they ask about NBA players, maybe that'll come in. Maybe that'll come in handy. And look where we are now, Tom. Stupid world record. And I have a bone to pick with you about this story. See if you two have the same question I have. Okay. A Hawaiian man has broken the Guinness World Record for the largest wave kite surfed by a male.
How this guy doesn't die. Have you ever seen kite surfing?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks fun.
You got to be incredibly fit.
Yeah.
Are you, Chick? You're standing on a surfboard, balancing, and you're being towed by the wind. This huge kite. It's amazing.
I hope he gets some wind, right? Mr. Patry McLaughlin achieved the feat after tackling a massive wave that measured 72 feet, 4 inches high, and it was noted that is taller than the White House.
That's an odd building to use.
No, you see a picture of this thing and you're going,
what?
Have you ever seen these waves off of Portugal where they do it that are even bigger?
Yes.
I've never been to Portugal.
You see them, they get towed in on Sea-Doos and...
I get shoes from there, but
that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing, I'll tell you what. Let's compare it to the record you had yesterday.
What was that?
The little boy who was using a finger skateboard.
Oh, fingerboarding. Now,
Possibly the dumbest record I've ever seen.
That's something you can get behind.
This guy.
Every man can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, learn how to do it. You got to learn.
You have to see the video. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that kite surfing's cool.
But do you even need the wave? That's what I don't understand. Because I mean, when you're kite surfing, you don't really need any waves. You can just go out there and get towed around.
You need wind, obviously.
But imagine a building taller than the White House of water that could fall on you and
once again, I don't know why they picked the building the White House. And no one says, "Boy, that's really a tall building."
It's imaginative. It makes you see. If you say it's 72 feet high, can you tell me how tall 72 feet is?
Just short of 75 feet tall.
That's helpful. Okay. Well, anyway, a cool story. What else is coming? You got something coming up? Give me the teaser.
Stupid world record. Yes, coming up. An 80-year-old man in China has claimed Guinness World Record for, I'll tell you what, when we come back. How's that?
Something physical that he had to do? Or
no.
Okay.
It's a seated record.
Okay.
And he's 88. 88.
Judging people.
Yes, sitting back with his arms folded. Could be. Good guess. Could be.
Most solid movement by an 88-year-old.
Oh, no.
Is there anything better than
we have
big sit down?
Also, coming up, we have good news for tobacco growers. Kind of, maybe, in the world of science. A bizarre appearance in the news of the famous painting, the Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa.
And
how do they fix the painting after something like that happens? You'll tell me when we
there's
come
a
back.
big thing of plexiglass in front.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. You can't get near it anymore.
Oh, okay. Are you sure? But in the picture, I looked like it was right on it. I thought.
And then we also have coming up a pizza shop in the news, and this involves something sort of medical. And speaking of medical, syphilis rates. Wow, you think the stock market's going up?
Can you send me the link to
okay,
that?
will do. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call fact.
A Swedish sexual rights group unilaterally proclaimed a new English term for what it considers one of the most misunderstood parts of the female anatomy.
Who's this group? I'm sorry.
A Swedish sexual rights group.
Okay.
They want to change the name of the hymen to the vaginal corona.
The vaginal corona?
Corona.
So does that mean it's still
Isn't
there?
that corona?
If there's a lime in it?
Corona. Corona, right?
What is
corona?
Isn't that already taken?
Vaginal corona?
No, isn't corona already used in anatomy?
Well, not vaginal corona.
Not vaginally.
You can add the names. But vaginal corona.
Who was upset about the word hymen?
The group hoped the new term would displace the traditional Swedish word for hymen, which is too long and too weird for me to pronounce, which translates literally as virginity membrane and led to misconceptions about female sexuality.
You pronounce that the Phenortner.
The Phenortner?
The Phenortner.
Actually,
I think it's the plug-in vagin.
The Phenortner. The plug-in vagin.
The plug-in vagin.
Come on. Go with the
See
corona.
why I sat on this story for 2 hours?
Come
I
on
was a little
now.
worried about
Hyman's classic, like Yankees. You're not going to get rid of that.
But it was...
So this is just the Swedish. They don't want to change the English term. They just want to go. This is just for the Swedish language. So I see.
Yes, the Swedish are changing.
Because of the guilt associated with.
So it would be
if
as
it
if
breaks before you actually have sex.
So
yeah, in case you.
What's the loose translation?
Corona has burst.
Yeah.
Oh, really? And
What do you mean, the
how
loose
could that?
So I'm confused. So
And
what's
that
the
could
new
always happen
Swedish word?
Vaginal corona.
But that's English.
I don't know what the Swedish word is.
They're the ones changing it.
I know, but it's hard to pronounce, I guess. Durkin.
Don't the Swedes with Tiger, don't they have enough trouble right now?
No,
Shouldn't they just be quiet about stuff for a little while?
Yeah, but it's sex over there.
It is, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
They are way ahead of us sexually. I can't argue with that.
Well, I can't wait to see the commercials.
Yeah.
If you get the Corona, they got the one right now where the limes are being. They're playing
the
finger flip football.
finger
flip football with limes.
Oh yeah.
You can imagine if all of a sudden there's a hymen involved in that.
The guy's skipping rocks, and then he skips his phone.
Do you see the one where the woman and the man are sitting there in the lounge chairs looking out at the ocean, and the girl walks by, and the guy spends a little bit too much time looking at her?
Yeah.
And she squeezes the line. He waits way too long to react. He jumps late.
It's because they're acting.
Yeah, that's a bad job.
And, the actor
just a bad job.
Used to have a thing squirted in his face.
Yeah, that's true. And the last thing that actor's interested in is a woman walking by in a bikini. That's probably.
That's where the acting comes in.
Let me get that phone call. Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie. Oh, hi, Donnie.
I think I've solved this puzzle while they're changing hymen to Coronas.
Yeah?
Well, because everybody knows in fourth grade, English class, you learn about hymens. I mean, certain words are hymenated. Super Bowl, slow pitch, doghouse, squirt gun.
Donnie, that's hyphen.
Hyphen.
It's all hymenated. Punt, pass, and kick, all of them.
Punt, pass, and kick. Okay, those are hyphens. Okay, we'll find out more about
vaginal corona.
Hymen talk. We'll come back. I'm very confused when we return.
Know it all.
The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific name.
Mr. Béchon, why not jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today? Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jeff Rothpan, so you're in airplanes all the time.
You ever get the pilot who talks the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
And he thinks he's like a radio guy. He thinks, hey, everybody, is there your captain here in the cockpit? Like, where else is he going to be, in the bathroom? Of course he's in that cockpit. And they're always telling us how many feet we're going up. I never understood that. Why are they telling us how many feet we're flying up? Mm-hmm. Because I'm a passenger, and he's busy going on about, hey, we're going to be at our altitude, 36,000 feet. Hey, I'm a passenger. Just go above the mountains and the trees. That's all I know.
That's all I need.
That's all I know. Go high. What do I care? I'm not writing this down. 33 or 36,000. Who the hell cares? What did he say?
Me and Steve Alton.
It's the technology. What we can do today. We can put a man on the moon. We can send cameras out to Saturn, take pictures, send them back. Computers. But we still can't make a coffee maker that doesn't go... Hell, that wakes me up. I don't really need the coffee now, thanks. I'm awake and irritable. I got one of those cordless phones.
Yeah.
And those are cool. You can walk around the house, be outside. You can be in the bathroom now and be on the phone. This is great. That noise? I'm making coffee right now. When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Hey, it's comedian Roy Wood.
That'd be nice of me. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, look who it is. That's right. It's Usher.
Yeah, baby.
It's Tom's favorite song.
I don't know the guy. I'm not being negative. I don't know his work. I'm sorry.
I swear, when we played this the first time, Tom, the song went like this. And you said, is it going to happen? What's going on?
No, I didn't.
What's going on?
I don't know if Usher is a rapper or a singer.
He's both.
Okay.
Why is that important?
I don't think he falls into the rap category.
I think he's a singer. I think
He has guest rappers on his songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those are grappers are what guest rappers are.
Really?
Yeah, get me a grapper. You'll hear.
Now, the grapper in that one is Lil Jon?
Lil Jon. You remember Lil Jon?
So if
From
you
the
go on-
window
so-
to the wall.
So when you were on another guy's podcast, you were a grasshole.
A guest? Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly.
So I was going around the room. I want to try this on. Ace. Ready?
boy.
I'll try it on you, Pat, too. Now, say that you had $1,000 in cash. You had to spend it before noon today. What would you do, Ace?
Hit the liquor store.
Hit the.
Oh, Jesus.
Boy, oh, boy.
He was honest.
Is there,
No, wait a second. No, when he says hit the liquor store, you don't mean robbing it, right?
No.
No, he has $1,000.
Get an extra 1,000 and then buy something good.
I think the question's over. All of a sudden, I'm really sad.
Is it quantity or quality that you're going for here? Like you want 2 bottles of a $500?
Oh, no.
No?
You're
He's
guessing?
going for quality.
Ace
you're
is
going
thrifty. What do you drink? I've never even seen you drink alcohol.
Can I make a guess?
What?
Courvoisier.
Brandy?
No.
What do you drink, Ace? I've never
Past the
seen you.
Cavassier by
Vodka.
Busta Rhymes?
Vodka.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Brother. You like the potato vodka?
Yeah, you like a little juice the
Do
potato?
you ever have a Belvedere or Chopin? Those are.
I've not had those.
Those are
The best I ever had was Chick McGee vodka.
Oh, that was good. We made it was a potato vodka. That's
Okay,
why.
very good. Now, Pat, let's try this with Pat. Pat, you have $1,000 in cash. You got to spend it before noon. What do you do?
Music store opens at 11, so I'll get a used guitar.
All right.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, I thought you'd do something practical.
Not me.
Yeah.
No, I have an hour or two to spend something.
When was the last time
That
he
is
was
practical. He makes money with his instruments.
Do I?
That's very practical. You're reinvesting in yourself.
And whatever you say, John Denver.
Okay. I'll try. Christy, what would you do?
I
$1,000
knew
bucks.
it was gonna come to me.
You got to spend it before noon.
I don't know. Probably skincare of some sort.
Skincare?
Yeah.
That gets pricey.
Health
It
and
does
beauty
get
products.
First the
pricey.
major. Ooh.
Yeah, try to get a nice moisturizer for under $50.
Christy, can men use skincare marketed to women? I'm asking
absolutely.
specifically about the Cindy Crawford system that I'm seeing all these commercials for.
Oh, you mean the mole grower?
No, it's the that I tried that and it works.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll never show my back in public again.
That's good you started on
No,
that.
I have a question. So you've got a full beard and enough hair. You don't have a lot of skin on your face.
I've got plenty of forehead. And, or as my nieces like to say, I have a 5 head.
Oh, we could Botox that if you like.
I'm not interested in Botox. I just want to keep, I'm getting a few sunspots.
Yeah?
And,
really?
And I don't like the darkness under my eyes.
Yeah,
That's my
I
big
have that problem.
I can't believe I just started incorporating makeup into my because of this dumb camera, and I just got like stuff for under
Concealer?
your eyes and
Pat,
fades,
am I
fade
responsible
stuff.
for this discussion?
Okay.
I was hoping
Yeah,
to
you
give us
are.
something funny.
Yeah.
Now
And,
I've got.
And it gets rid of these dark
Skincare
spots.
is serious
Dan,
business.
do you use that on your T-zone?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I find it very soothing, Josh.
What's your
Yeah.
T-zone?
T-zone from here to here because these are your oily spots.
What the hell?
What you never
Do you
asked
not
me?
take care
And you
of
have to put the
yourself?
cream on like this. So
What
wait till you-
am I at a hairdresser's convention? What the hell just happened?
This is skincare
I
time.
thought I was talking about mad. You've got $1,000 in cash. You got to go blow it. Where do you go?
need to start taking better care of yourself.
I don't have
Didn't
time.
ask me.
Do you get facials?
Ask the question.
Okay, if you had $1,000 in cash, you got to spend it before noon. What do you do?
Shoelaces. That's what I got. Shoelaces. Sometimes it'll pick up an old pair of shoes.
A rack's worth?
Change a whole rack of shoelaces. Different colors, different lengths.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You need a nice retinol product. We'll talk off the air.
Yeah, you got to do a vitamin
please,
product.
before I throw up.
Vitamin C, yeah. He's right.
Why is this
When it comes to facials, I don't get them. I give them. Tom, what would you spend $1,000 on?
Yeah.
You got. You
have a quick grand.
Or as you'd
in
like
cash.
to call it, Wednesday.
Let's see now. I'd probably do, I don't know, probably go down to the dog pound and say, here, rescue some animals, would you?
Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice.
That or jewelry for someone else.
Okay. That's also very nice.
That'd be a nice idea.
All right, I didn't know we were
a little cheap for jewelry.
I was joking around. When you say
you're not going to buy shoelaces, what are you going to buy?
When you say you're rescuing dogs,
you take
and I say I'm going to buy shoelaces, I seem like a real jackass.
That's sort of my goal. Once again, I win. No, I don't know. 1,000 in cash. What are you doing?
I'd like to buy a desktop computer, but I want one that's and it's probably less than $1,000. I haven't really shopped too much around yet, but just like mostly for word processing and a printer.
You can get a nice one.
Like a tower.
I kind of don't want anything else.
Yeah, you can get one. That'd be fun. Ace, I didn't know you were that into booze. That really surprises me.
No, it's stocking up.
I've never seen you drink.
Well, when are you with him socially?
We just went to the Kiss show.
How much, your favorite vodka, how much is a bottle of that?
What are you, a Tito's guy?
Chick's going to laugh.
Like $6,
$10.99.
All right, so $10.99, 10 times 10 times 10,
What are you
essentially.
drinking, Smirnoffs?
You are getting fan mail from your liver, my friend.
So you're going to get 100 bottles, essentially, of that. And how long will that last?
Do you sit at your house and drink by yourself?
That's like a year's worth.
Boy, that seems like you drink a lot. 100 bottles of vodka a year seems like a lot to me, but
hang on, that's 10 bottles a month. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm mixing some good stuff, but,
What do you mix in?
No, some good
like
vodka.
Grey Goose or
I see what you're saying. I see what you're
Nice
saying.
Tito's
Okay.
or something like that.
Wait a minute,
like Sunny D.
This is genius. Now, I would have gone cranberry juice or something like that, but he mixes vodka with vodka.
You know what? That's a good idea.
You, my friend, are you're way ahead.
One part vodka,
like
one part
a shot of Tito's with a Grey Goose chaser.
Yeah, that's like having a pork chop and smothered it in steak. I like what he's doing. I like this very much.
This is very eye-opening.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll have a vodka with a vodka back, please.
A vodka back.
Okay, so
and hurry up about it.
So, Pat, you've got 1,000 in cash.
Yes, sir.
You go right to the guitar store.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll get a used one to travel.
What kind of guitar are you going to get?
Right now, for $1,000, I get a used Taylor. Yeah.
Okay. All right. There you go. That would be not that because you have several other things you really need to spend your money on. Right?
Me, sure. In this room, yeah, I have issues. Yeah.
But yeah, of course, you're just going to go piss it away. Okay, good.
What's the non-practical thing you would put it towards?
Medical debt.
Ah, yeah.
You know,
the good thing about medical debt, though, is they can't charge you interest or late fees, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You can go 50 years without paying.
They come after me.
Well, I've always heard that as long as you're paying something, you're fine.
That's kind of the thing. Medical debt is a total joke.
Yeah.
I learned that when I had my appendectomy. I can't even talk about it.
Excuse me, but
let me tell you something.
Didn't someone didn't someone pay that off for you?
No, me.
You did really?
Well, you hired me and gave me a job. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there no end to what you want credit for?
So yes, you're right. I do owe.
He got you health
being
insurance.
employed.
No, that was no. As I recall, the health insurance you had kicked in like the day after your
it was like it was like a week after.
Oh.
Yeah. It was one of those things where I could call them and they would go, "You owe $6,000," and I went, "What if I gave you $4,000 right now?" They were like, "Deal." And I was like, "This whole thing's a joke."
That's the way it works.
Joke.
You just got to keep in contact.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they threatened to put your appendix back in.
Well, first of all, you're my hero, and I'm in love with the way you say appendectomy.
Yeah, me too.
Appendectomy, or whatever you said. Yeah.
Is that not how it's pronounced?
I've always said appendectomy, but
what did you say?
Appendectomy.
Yeah. You put a little,
that's how swollen it was.
A little stank.
Oh,
the size of a pen.
Sounds like you're from another country. Okay, nice.
Are you going to take responsibility for me being able to buy $1,000 worth of shoelaces? Is that what you're trying to do now?
No, I'm sorry. I misspoke.
All right.
So what would you buy? $1,000? Come on.
I'd probably go. I'm way behind on doing things for others, so I would go
buy some nice gifts.
No, I would go to. There's this place where I donate clothes and stuff like that.
No, you wouldn't go buy shoes, would you?
No.
There was a time.
Yeah.
Maybe treat yourself to a nice concert, VIP.
I don't know about that. I do that anyway, but yeah. You know what I'd like to do is go out to a bar, find a woman and take the $1,000 and spend it on a hotel room.
No, that's a good idea.
That's a nice hotel.
Yeah, well,
especially if you're only going to be there for 20 minutes.
Well,
you got to buy the Vis Queen and the Gag.
You get a mid-range hotel, your Hampton Inns, that kind of thing, and
one step above that.
So let's say about $850, you could get a lesser porn star for an hour.
He was median.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What about like 2 or 3 nights? I wasn't just talking one night or
a weekend.
20
Weekend.
$1,000 for 3 nights, close to the freeway. Maybe something like one story with
get some grapes.
Pets allowed.
Hotel 67.
Nice.
We have to come back. Are we done with sports? I hope.
No.
So.
More sports. No.
Okay, that's my fault. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
People were taking the chicken from Chick-fil-A and putting it on Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Wait.
Josh, what do you think?
Josh is leaving right now.
Josh is leaving.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
All right. You got the biscuits?
Greatest day of my life.
Tawny Phil will announce his verdict. 6 more weeks of winter or an early spring. Thousands expected to attend the annual event that exploded in popularity after the 1993 Bill Murray movie Groundhog Day. It's part of a tradition rooted in European agricultural life and marks the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. Phil predicts more winter, far more than he predicts an early spring. Several who have looked at his record have concluded Phil's weather reports are worse than an even money bet. Sounds like Chick McGee's shoe-in, huh? That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Oh my gosh, I gotta run. They just opened the omelet station, and I am not getting stuck behind Juice Newton again. Your name sounds like a Welch's Grape banged a cookie from the 80s. Make your selection and move on. Oh, Bob and Tom, Juice just gave me the finger. Time for Bobby to go throw some hands.
All right. Thank you, Barbie. Nice. Lovely.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, Bob and Tom.
Oh, it's
Pepe Le Scrotum.
Pepe Le Scrotum. Good morning,
Hi,
Pepe.
Pepe.
Comment allez-vous with you?
Oh, we're fine.
Fine, Pepe. I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting the non-urine.
Oh,
the
is that your
non-urine
job?
used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad I no longer do it.
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry. When they were spanked,
They wouldn't?
no.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
I see.
Hey, Chic McGee.
Yes, Pepe.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one. That's right.
Thank you, Pepe Le Scrotum.
Au revoir.
Hi, this is Ross Bennett, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Sean Morey is here with us. Sean, nice to see you.
I get annoyed by certain things. People who use the word friggin'.
Friggin'?
What the hell is that? Make a stand. Either say the F word or say golly gosh darn. What does friggin' mean anyway? I'm almost mad enough to cuss. Don't push me. I'll say friggin'. I don't give a shooby dooby. I heard a funny word the other day. Cripes.
Cripes?
Some guy said, for cripe's sake. Who would that be? Jesus Cripes? The son of Gosh?
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and
Dr. Lanter.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin over there in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Have we heard from him today?
Nope.
Not a song?
Ready to go, though.
How about a song?
What would you like?
I'm Chick. There's Ace.
I know what. You know what I like. My new favorite. But
Here's Tom.
What's that?
Josh Arnold, what do you have to say about Steven Singer?
Malibu Pink, now available in Steven Singer Jewelers 24-karat gold roses, the #1 gift for Valentine's Day. I've got one here that Christy and I are sharing.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Exclusively and only available at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Tom.
Steven, I was talking to Steven. Steven is a really interesting guy. He is a huge dog person, like we all are. And he's got a great dog. At his shop, they have dogs actually in the building.
I love that.
Looking at a nice diamond ring. Oh, one of the dogs can walk over. Do you like this one?
Oh, I love going to places they have a dog or a cat.
Me too.
Can we start bringing our dogs in every now and then? Why don't
I've been thinking of bringing one of mine in.
Yeah. I've got one that would sit here and just be fine, and then I've got another one that would go everywhere at once. She is the fastest. She's the fastest. It goes Chita, Joey, all other animals. Fastest on earth.
Yeah, I've got a real mellow one. Maybe I'll bring her in.
I could bring my cat. My cat loves dogs. Did you know
Is that right?
Yeah, she loves them.
Wow.
Let's have a pet day.
Hey, Tom, did you hear this dog day? Somebody wants to bring a cat in. Did you hear that?
She's far too curious.
I could just see a cat landing on one of these electronic things.
yeah.
All of a sudden, it's, hey, I've got a news bullet.
What the hell?
Yeah, she may swat at a few chords.
She's on Vine.
Wouldn't that be great if you're watching some national news show and the camera backs up and, it's NBC News and there's a golden retriever.
Well, during the pandemic,
sitting there.
During the pandemic, I think Lester did like all the newscasts pretty much
from his house,
home in Connecticut or somewhere. Yeah,
but it would be funny if they were doing because there's so many of them are doing that now. And even after post COVID,
right?
They'll cut to some guy. And I always wondered if they were what's the word when you get a house all staged, Christy, when you're selling
staged.
It? That's okay. Sorry,
staged.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I was always wondering if they would look at their bookshelf and say, "Okay, wait a minute, pull that one out."
Yeah.
You ask questions.
I
gotta get rid of Asa Akira's memoir.
Yes, yeah. I don't want to have Diary of a London Lady. Get me something that sounds pretentious and serious.
Diary of a London Lady sounds pretentious.
Diarrhea of a London.
No, Diary of a London. That was the porno book that someone brought to Mr. Manley's English class when I was in 10th grade.
You ask questions a lot, like, what do you call it when you stage a house? Stage, and what was the little kid's name on Leave It to Beaver? And
sorry, no, I couldn't. I didn't remember. But you know what I'm saying? When the guy is home or the lady is home, you know that someone's walking in and going, "Hey, look, you might want to move that trophy over." Or whatever, or don't talk to me until I've had my morning BJ. That cup, you don't want to have that.
Whoa.
What are they giving these at?
This is really
You know what?
All of a sudden, I'm interested.
We got to sell that mug today.
Yes. Don't talk to me until I've had my morning BJ.
But I just think it'd be really funny if Lester Holt sitting there, all of a sudden, a golden retriever walks up and jumps on him.
That would be great. Sometimes news shows will have the dogs just to show what dogs are available in the area.
Remember,
I love that.
The original version of Today Show, didn't they have a chimp?
Sure did.
Yeah, that's insane.
J. Fred Muggs.
What were they doing?
They had no idea how
to the show.
Dangerous.
What was that guy's name? The dude with the glasses?
Dave Garroway.
Dave Garroway, and he would just go. He just had this chimp.
They brought that up Sunday when they were doing the tribute to Charles Osgood. They showed that, and I was thinking, yikes.
Yeah,
okay.
Wouldn't it be great if they did? And now an editorial, and they cut to the chimp. It just starts saying, "Oh, there, I'll tell you this Gaza situation." Goes back.
Oh, he actually was real wise.
That would be all right. Do you remember the chimps? I just said the chimp's name. Do you remember his name?
No.
J. Fred Muggs. I just remember seeing it in
What was it,
old footage.
J. Fred Muggs or M.J. Jugs.
Okay.
No, that was the girl.
I think today is the anniversary. Speaking of animals in space.
Is this
wasn't it Ham? Ham was the chimp, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Ham wasn't the first animal in space.
No, Ham's the one we know about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. 1961. This is a little more precise. Ham the chimpanzee was the first primate that we know of to be aboard the Mercury Redstone rocket.
Did Ham make it back fine?
Yes. But this gets interesting. He lived for 17 years after that at the National Zoo in Washington. But before the flight, he was known as, quote, number 65, because they didn't want the bad press if the mission failed. So they didn't want to...
Poor Ham died today.
Anthropomorphize, whatever the word is. They didn't want people to be thinking, "Oh my God, poor Ham."
Right.
What if they named him after Noah's son for being a voyager of sorts?
What?
I think
Noah had a son named Ham.
But I think
Noah's Ark had.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. Oh, I'm behind on my Bible study.
Yeah. Does it humanize him though by naming him after food?
It's a name also.
Yeah, that's what
John Ham.
Josh is pointing out, that it's not necessarily food.
Hamilton. Yeah.
Okay.
Although I think some of those first monkeys that didn't quite make it back in one piece were named after. Well, here's a puddle of jelly.
Oh, that toast.
Smoked ham.
There's speculation that Ham was the first a primate to masturbate in space.
Oh!
Well, that's probably a given.
You think? No. Okay.
Yeah, he's a chimpanzee.
But he's a guy.
Well,
I'm sorry.
He went at it.
Okay. Well, now we have to complete our sportscast rapidly.
Is there a better jump cut in cinema history than the ape throwing the bone up into the air?
Oh, yeah.
It's perfect.
And it turns into the space station.
I mean, that's how many centuries of time like that?
Yeah.
It's perfect.
What do you think, Tom?
That's very a nice observation.
That Kubrick knew what he was doing. Yeah.
Very much so.
Stupid world.
That's why NASA hired him, right?
That's right.
That's right. An octogenarian. How old is that, Pat?
80?
He's in his 80s. That's right. This one, 88. He's in China, and he's claimed the Guinness World Record for being the oldest video game vlogger. China Daily.
That means people are watching the guy play video games, right?
Yeah, talking about him. And,
yeah, he probably has a show.
A video blog is what the vlog.
China Daily.
Word.
China Tonight reports that 88-year-old Yang Binglin has been vlogging his video game.
I'm going to go vlog my video game.
I'll be back.
Don't you do a lot of vlogging in front of a computer, Josh?
I'll vlog. Yeah, sure. I got my vlogging T-shirt.
Last 4 years.
Vlogging goggles in case of...
my vloggles.
My vloggles.
By the way, anybody ever have this?
I'm vlogging the dolphin.
In our building here, we have the pump soap thing.
Yeah.
And if the squirter gizmo gets askew at all,
and
you pump it and it shoots all over your chest.
That's not the only time you've said that, is it?
Hope that doesn't get isolated.
I'm just saying. It's troubling.
Hey, what happened, Tom? It shot all over my chest.
Why did I love it?
Affectionately known as the Gamer Grandpa, he has amassed over 280,000 followers on a popular Chinese video sharing platform called Bilibili.
Billy? Wow.
Billi. Huh. Bilibili.
This guy's been playing video games a long time.
The old Billy Baroo.
First vlog, he's talking about how to win at Pong. You ever try to play that stupid game?
I loved Pong.
I haven't for a long time.
That's kind of how the Jobs got going.
It was fun. We had it as a kid.
Wozniak and Jobs were doing stuff with Pong.
I had the
Pong.
I had the Atari 2600 and Space Invaders was the first game.
Oh, that's fun.
That was a great game for what that video game system was. Yeah.
This guy, I just watched this. He's playing the game Dodo Hunt.
That's old.
That's how
boy.
Yes.
The old.
That's what we used to
Dinosaurs.
want to pick off those dodos. Before in fact they went extinct. Yes.
Jake, did you ever get into like Deer Hunter and stuff like those rifle hunting games at the arcade or at the bars?
I would. It was Space Invaders or Centipede, or a pinball machine. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the big one? The golf one.
Golden Tee.
Yes, man, that
is big.
Yeah, Golden Pea is a little different, Josh.
It is a little different. Yeah.
Really sexy.
What? It's so hot.
Yeah. You want a shower afterward.
Buy me a pinball machine, Tom. Can you do that?
We had
two of them.
Kind of a bonus situation.
We had two pinball machines. No one ever played them, so I sold them.
Gave them or
like
sold
if
them
I
away.
show up for work for 1 month straight, you can give me a pinball machine. How about that?
You can spend your $1,000 on it.
No.
You're going to spend more than $1,000.
Sadly,
wrapped up.
And I sold those at the worst time of the market.
It was down.
What an idiot!
Doesn't our buddy 40 repairs pinball machines, right?
Yeah, we can get. I can get you one.
All right.
I'm not going to.
Let me know about this.
Just sit
All
there and
right.
collect dust.
Here, how about this? You facilitate it, and I'll pay. But let me know.
They have a Kiss pinball machine, right, Ace?
Yeah.
Oh, let me think about that. Pass.
What would you go with? The Elvira?
There's a pinball machine out there called the Fireball.
Really?
Valley, where they have it's a disc,
the spinning disc,
where the ball spins. And
that is fun.
Does the Who have a pinball machine?
You know, you would think they would.
You would.
Kiss does, right?
Wait a minute, who?
The Who.
That's a fair question, Pat. I would think so.
Third base
comes with a blindfold and earplugs.
Do they still take quarters? I mean, in this day and age.
I bet you there's a swiper on there for a credit card or something.
The one I was using not too long ago was the tokens.
Okay.
I forget how much they were.
They let anybody play, huh?
Man, pinball's fun.
Tokens.
I
You hear
love
what I
it.
did with that?
I thought you were going to go a different direction. Contextually, would have been really easy.
I can get you the Who's Tommy pinball machine for $7,000.
Yeah, I mean, they're proud of them.
Well,
Man.
Buy me a pinball machine, Tom.
Hey, you want a pinball machine or you want a round?
Yeah.
All right.
Where would we keep it in here?
We'd keep it at my house is where we're going to keep it.
That'd be cool.
You can't. I couldn't get up and play pinball if things got. Wait a minute. I could get up and play pinball if things get slow on the show.
Yeah, you could.
That's perfect.
I could send you out there to do stuff.
Let's put it in the lobby.
Nobody's ever in the lobby.
That's why you want the pinball machine there.
Can we get bubble hockey too? That's like $3,000 for a really, really good one. The big little hockey guys on sticks and the pucks and the
foosball. You like foosball?
I do like foosball.
Yeah, I like foosball.
I hate foosball and anybody who likes it.
Wow, I'm
reasonable.
Oh, we're done with this.
That was a real jackass bro thing when I was young.
I see.
All the guys that played that were dicks.
Hey, coming back with some more sports and including more Usher.
Yeah, baby.
Just for Tom.
Couldn't care less. I'll be
all right.
Doing
New song, Show Me the Way.
The Bob and Tom Show wants to tell you that audio accompaniment on your journey, hey, I said the word, is crucial in the year 2024. Look it up. It's indispensable. Premium audio at the perfect price point. What is he talking about, Marge? That's right. It's Raycon. Everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. Optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. That's right. Raycons fit every ear ever made, and they will not budge nor fall out of your ears.
They even have the Van Gogh model.
Yes, they do. It will even fit Van Gogh's ear.
Is just one? Is that?
No, he still has
the hole's still there.
Yeah, you're right. When push came to shove, it was all cosmetic. He didn't cripple himself or anything. He was pretty smart, and we're still talking about it. 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. Raycon's price. Just
Can I interrupt?
I can't think of any way to stop you.
I'm gonna help you right now. If you're going, how soon is President's Day? It's right, like a couple weeks away, right? Okay, so you're going to go on a nice little vacation on President's Day. Maybe you got to get on an airplane. You got a couple kids like I do, and the plane, 3, 4, who knows how many I have. If you buy those Raycon full headphones, they're going to be quiet the whole trip. If they're in the back seat, they're not going to go, "Are we there yet?" Because they're enjoying something on their little computer gizmos with their headphones. You don't even have to listen to it.
There you go.
That's the beauty of Raycon. They're not asking me to talk about that. I'm just telling you, go to buyraycon.com/Tom, and you're going to thank me. I expect to get a lot of letters after President's Day going, "Dear Tom, thank you for the show. Thanks for getting Chick the pinball machine so it keeps him out of the room." Back to you.
What was that last part?
Nothing. I didn't say it.
And we've got a deal for you, people. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off Raycon products. Oh, yeah, not just earbuds, speakers and over-the-ear headphones. They've got it all at Raycon. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, we got polar bear news and syphilis. Not in the same story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This woman is listening to the Bob and Tom Morning Show on Q95.
That's disgusting. Why, nothing could be worse than that. Well, I stand corrected.
The Bob and Tom Morning Show on Q95. Get up and get it on.
Hey, Christy.
Hey, Chick.
You seen the banana video?
Who hasn't? Pretty proud of you. Impressive.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was just wondering what you could do with my banana.
Your banana?
Yeah.
Well.
Now the Bob and Tom Show presents Christy Lee eating a banana.
This may take a while. Say how'd it go, boss? He said he's heard worse. He says he's heard worse. He says he hears worse every morning.
Bob and Tom in the morning. Louisville's classic rock all day on 95.7 QMF. Please forgive us.
Hi, you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. This is Jim Gaffigan.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin Honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin Honey from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin Honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
We have a phone call on line 1, I believe. It's pertinent to the discussion.
Bob and Tom show.
Speaking about the strip club / steakhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chick has found one somewhere.
Yeah, Rachel's evidently down south in Florida, I guess.
I was at a yacht club in Michigan over the weekend, and the waitresses wore bikinis. Nothing but.
Right.
And I said to my friend, you know, the health department's got to be all over this place because, you know, they're just wearing bikinis. And he says, well, they're just serving the food. I don't see any big deal with it. And just as she walked by him to go get his food off of the counter, from the grill to bring it to him, she was pulling her thong out of her ass.
Okay.
I
think we're
right.
Gotta love that.
He changed his mind.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That's where they get those strings to tie the stakes.
I said, I don't care. She could sit on my plate.
Yeah, good. Thanks for saying
Very
place.
nice. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, you know how high school sports teams always end the season with a banquet?
Yeah.
I think they should have done that with World War II. So here it is, the World War II victory celebration.
Okay.
Thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed dinner. Sorry the sushi was accidentally cooked. It's from Nagasaki.
Hilarious.
Hey, we told the Japanese they didn't need to bring anything, but apparently they wanted to surprise us. Again. I don't get it, France. How could you be that unprepared for the Germans? I knew they were up to no good when even during World War I, they were calling it World War I.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're very excited. We're going to get a song out of Mr. Pat Gardner.
Yes, we are.
Right here.
Absolutely, Pat.
Giddy up right now. Here we go.
Get ready.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I got to do the story first.
But first, start with your daughters watching the Elf, and then all of a sudden you hear in the distance. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Juice Newton.
Gonna do a DNA check. Okay. Let's see now. It's time for a quick story out of Christy Lee.
Health officials warned syphilis rates in the United States are at their highest since 1950.
Whoa.
According to a new report on sexually transmitted diseases in adults, the rate of infectious cases rose 9% in 2022. Total cases surpassed 1,000, the highest count since 1950 here in the States. The report also found that the rate of new gonorrhea cases fell for the first time in a decade, while chlamydia, well, they stayed relatively the same. No ups, no downs for chlamydia.
I have a technical question. I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to this. The term clap.
Mm-hmm.
It's, hey, he's got the clap.
That was always gonorrhea to me.
Oh, it is? I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know if that's
I love that song,
true,
though.
but-
Is that a Billy Joel song? It's always gonorrhea to me. No, that's not. No, so the clap is gonorrhea?
I thought, but maybe it's all sexually transmitted.
It is?
Which one's the nail?
No.
I think
That's one Brando references in Last Tango in Paris.
Oh, I thought that was
he says the nail.
Caught the nail in Cuba or something.
Why did I think that was in
And then the drip.
now?
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
does syphilis cause you to drip? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the symptoms are.
Gonorrhea is the clap.
Okay.
I knew a guy in college had it so bad they called it the applause.
Ooh.
It was serious.
He was grateful for penicillin. Health
Looks like
officials.
chlamydia may be the nail.
Really?
According to one site, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never had the discharge.
Yeah, that would be your drip.
No.
Tom, your thoughts?
I just always loved that joke. He got out of the army, showed up at my door with his discharge in his hand.
Gonorrhea is also the drip, the dose, the gleet, strain.
The gleet.
Yeah, gleet. G-L-E-E-T.
I've heard the word gleet,
But I didn't know it was a disease.
I thought it was man seed.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting here.
Huh.
Wow, gleet.
So I'm sorry, so what, the big one is now syphilis?
Yeah, the health officials are most focused on syphilis, which is less common than gonorrhea or chlamydia, but considered more dangerous. Syphilis, a bacterial disease that can surface as painless genital sores, but can ultimately lead to paralysis, hearing loss, dementia, and even death.
Paralysis?
Well, didn't somebody famous died from syphilis?
Al Capone.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, Kennedy had syphilis.
Did he?
So severe it blew the back of his head off.
That is really
so
something.
bad.
That's helpful. Thank you.
That's bad.
Pat, you have a syphilis tribute?
No, I have a song called Chlamydia. Oh. I'm walking around with chlamydia, and I don't feel any shame. I'm living with chlamydia. That's my girlfriend's name. I pity ya, chlamydia, but I love you all the same. Her mom was gonna call her Lydia. If it was a boy, her dad wanted Clem. So they settled on chlamydia. Blame it on the both of them. Their last name is Lipschitz. They never thought to change. Chlamydia. Lipschitz, the girl with the unfortunate name. My first name is Samuel. My middle initial's D. My last name Tool hurts. My towels say STD. Chlamydia, Tool hurts. My wife, she became. She used to be a Lipschitz. Her name is worse now, so they say. I came home with gonorrhea. That's not a person's name, so I no longer have chlamydia, but my tool hurts all the same. My chlamydia's gone, and ironically, my STD's to blame. Oh, no more chlamydia, the girl with the unfortunate name.
Oh, thank you, Pat.
My ex-wife.
Far too silly and gross for me.
That's lovely.
That was great.
Not my cup of tea.
I honestly love the name Lydia, but that's because of chlamydia. I wouldn't name one of my kids.
Lydia, oh, Lydia.
Yeah, 'cause
say,
you know.
have you seen Lydia? Lydia, the tattooed lady.
They're going to be rhymed with chlamydia their whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep that in mind when naming a kid.
Yes. Tobacco in the news today. It may be revolutionizing the way some vaccines are manufactured.
Christy, will you do me a favor? And every time tobacco shows up in the story, will you say tobacco?
Okay,
Thank
tobacco wacky. An ingredient used to create vaccines has been replicated in tobacco plants
Thank you.
That makes it much better.
What a hillbilly. Why are you doing that?
That gives it the gravitas that it needs, since it's a story about saving people's lives with vaccines. No, I call it tobacco.
Originally sourced from the soap bark tree, the molecule QS21.
Of course.
QS21. It's a potent ingredient that boosts the
very
strength of human vaccines for shingles, malaria, and others under development. By one estimate, the tobacco-based vaccine market value is predicted to rise to hundreds of millions of dollars in the coming years.
Yeah.
Man.
That's interesting. So tobacco farmers may be helping the
medical industry. Yeah.
I guess I was reading the problem with this is once you get these tobacco-aided vaccines, some people, they get up to 20 pack a day.
Oh, boy. That's a lot of shots.
Yeah. I'm not going to get polio now. I just had my 15th shot today. They make you go outside the building. You can't be within 50 feet of the building when getting your vaccine.
There's a story of a pizza shop in Ontario, Canada going viral. Have you heard about this?
No, what are they up to?
Well, they had an unfortunate typo, Josh, in a sign that was taped to the door. According to CTV News.
See? It's TV.
We've been trying to tell you.
Yeah.
You just looked.
CTV.
It's in Canada.
The sign was posted to the door of a Pizza Hut in Timmins. The sign says, quote, "Due to unforeseen circumcisions, the dining room will be closed this evening."
Those are the worst, aren't they? The unforeseen.
Oh, yeah, man. They come out of nowhere.
I'll tell you what, you get circumcised with a pizza cutter. Yikes. Can you imagine, you go to the rabbi comes out and he's got a pizza cutter.
Hell.
That's a good gag.
And he's just, I'm just a kid. And
I don't doubt he could cut, but the accuracy concerns me.
Oh, man.
Photos of this sign were shared widely onto multiple social media platforms. The restaurant blamed autocorrect for the mistake. The local hospital found a way to cash in on the gag. The Timmins and District Hospital Foundation said, "Hey, Timmins, Pizza Hut, stick to pizza. We'll handle the circumcisions." Yeah,
you don't want to get a pizza with sausage there.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Circumcised. Wow. And, I know my kids like circumcised pizza.
Do they?
And no crust.
You can develop a certain crust.
Crust. Okay. Well, maybe it should have been cheese.
Cheese stuff.
That would have been even more disgusting.
You know what I've never had is the stuffed crust pizza.
Never either.
I never have either.
Never made the leap.
What are you guys doing? You got to give it a shot.
Oh, it's delicious.
See if you
Is it
like
good?
it.
Oh,
Really?
Good?
See if you like it, yeah.
Extra cheese.
It's not for everybody, but give it a shot.
All right.
I love the crust. I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
And that reminds me
It's
of
extra breadsticks.
Hey, Pat, you want to do an impromptu song?
Sure.
Remember when Ace was doing nothing but eating pizza for a month?
Yeah.
You had that Billy Joel, Billy Joel tribute.
Oh, sure.
I love that song. It's a tribute, and I know that Mr. Joel doesn't need any extra money, but if he did, he could always sell this one. And as you were saying the other day, Christy, you and your husband were watching TV, and he noticed how many classic rock songs were on commercials during the football game.
4 songs.
That's what you guys are
4
talking
spots
about,
back to back.
We're in the last days, aren't we?
Riveting conversation.
What's wrong with you guys?
You guys notice how many classic rock
I tell you.
What would you use, Sunshine?
For what?
One of your bands where the guy has a bucket over his head?
No, I'm just saying that
Has this happened yet?
Conversation's a little slow.
Yeah, has this happened yet where he says something and you don't hear what he says, and instead of you saying, "I'm sorry," you just let it go and don't care, right?
No.
Yeah.
Isn't that what being married is?
Yeah, just ignoring.
Trying to ignore the other
guys?
person as much as you can.
I've only been living together less than 2 weeks.
Well,
Just
you
make
wait
it-
that third
just
week.
Make it through the day.
So, Pat, we're talking about the circumcised pizza in Canada.
Yeah.
Circumcised penis is what I'm hearing in my head.
Pizza.
No, they meant to say
Circumstances.
circumstances, and the
Yeah.
word circumcised they claim was auto-corrected. And what have you got over there, Pat?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some folks like pizza just for the cheese. Or the fact that it's delivered whenever you please. But that doesn't matter to me. Just make it crispy at 500 degrees. I don't care about the toppings and sauce. Make sure the pizza dough is kneaded and ready to toss. 'Cause you know what's important to us. It's always been a matter of crust. Oh, always been a matter of crust.
I need pizza from that place, wouldn't you? Oh, it's so nice. Thank you, Billy Joel. A little tribute. Sorry, Mr. Joel. Now,
Why are you sorry?
What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, if you like to cuddle pigs, I have a trendy cafe you might want to check out.
We can do it. Well, let's do it right now.
I've cuddled a pig.
You cuddled a pig?
Hey, Pat Godwin.
I've
canoodled with a pig.
Yeah, Pat Godwin. Back in the 90s, didn't you almost marry a couple of them? No.
Tom, you won't admit cuddling a pig, will you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There were nights.
Okay. All right.
A pig and a boar in the same bed, huh?
Oh, very nice, Josh.
Very nice.
New trendy cafes in Japan allow customers to cuddle with pigs at Tokyo's My Pig Cafe. Customers pay about $15 for the first 30 minutes in the company of the pigs.
Can you get a T-shirt, My Pig Cafe?
MIPIG, My Pig Cafe.
Get 'em for all. If you look at the pictures of this, this looks like it's really kind of fun.
They're micro pigs.
Yeah, they're the little
ones.
fellas.
Yeah.
Okay. The teacup pigs.
They never grow larger than a corgi, according to this story. But that's how they sell you the pigs. But I have known people that have gotten the teacup pigs, and they
you got to be careful. Yeah, you don't buy this out of the trunk of a car.
Right. And they also feature baby pigs the size of toy poodles.
Oh.
Yeah, they have 10 of these are open in and around Japan. The pigs, which are toilet trained, by the way, can't even be purchased for about $1,350 from My Pig. They've already sold 1,300 pigs as pets.
Wow.
So this is a business.
And it's MIPIG in what do you call letters in English? I don't know.
What?
The sign is not in Japanese. I'm looking at, there's a picture of the outside of the building.
It's in whatever.
These
Roman,
pigs are so cute.
Yeah, they are cute.
I'm looking up My Pig Cafe T-shirts.
Yeah.
I didn't find those, but I did find weekends, coffee, and my mini pig. That's a T-shirt. That's a T-shirt. That's a whole weekend.
Oh, there's a picture here in the Associated Press website. These look so cute.
There you go, Josh.
They're sweet and smart and
Look at that.
real cute. Yeah.
And they're toilet trained?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Aw.
That looks fun.
Have you seen the menu, though? Number one selling item menu.
He looks adorable.
BLTs.
Oh, that's shocking that they would serve those
That's
there.
just
Yeah.
that's not right.
Keeps the pigs in line.
Oh, hey, that smells good. I wonder what that is.
That's your Uncle Dave.
Look what they did to your mother.
Sons of bitches.
That's nice.
Just pick your spot.
I've never actually held like a piglet or what. I'd like
Really?
to. Yeah. They seem very, very funny.
So the ones in this photograph, they don't get any bigger than this?
No, they get the size of a corgi there, Tommy.
Aren't they supposed
about-
to?
Now, would they get along if you had a dog?
Yeah.
Could you have a dog and one of these little guys?
I would think so. You want to get one?
Can we have a show?
I'd have to run that by the front office, and I'm hearing from the 7 miles from here where I live, I'm hearing the word no.
Oh,
No, what
darn
about
it.
You are the front office, by the way. I wish you would realize
We
that.
get a show pig for here and keep it here.
A little pig?
Right there in the middle. Right there in the middle.
We could make that the mascot of the show and have T-shirts and everything.
Yeah.
Damn right we could.
What would we name it?
Hambone?
Porky?
Aloysius T.
Oh, this is good already.
Pork pie.
You know, I just realized that
Put him in a hat?
It never dawned on me until just now that Porky Pig is a really mean name for a pig.
Yeah.
It's like
It just occurred to me.
It's making fun of his size,
It's
what he
like
would become.
fat ass jerk.
Yeah.
No, but it's a food. I never thought of that.
Right.
Wow, I feel so stupid. Well, figures. Coming up, we have Sexy Time with Alli Breen. And we've also got shark news. We got to get to this Mona Lisa story. You might have seen this.
Yeah.
And a bizarre story for boat fans like me. If you like boats, we got a very peculiar, an odd boat story coming up. But right now, Mr. Chick McGee will be leaving here shortly, and he will be going to his home.
Locking the doors, being totally secure, and have peace of mind with my Simply Safe, installed it myself, designed it myself, home security system. And Simply Safe, once again, named Best Home Security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. Simply Safe, comprehensive protection for the entire home with advanced sensors that detect break-ins, fires, floods, and more. Also a temperature setting. Possibly you want to keep an eye on your pipes. Check local listings, different different parts of the United States. Wouldn't it be nice to know? I wonder what the temperature is in my garage right now. Simply Safe has a sensor for that. Satisfaction is guaranteed. Try Simply Safe for 60 days, risk-free. If you don't love it, return your system for a full refund. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Keep your home and family safer than ever in the new year and get peace of mind. And as a Bob and Tom Show listener, we got a deal for you. Save 20% on your new system with a Fast Protect plan by visiting simplysafetom.com. Customize your system in just minutes at simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Read the reviews. Everybody loves it. And if you've got a basement and a sump pump, you might want to get that Simply Safe sump pump alarm, unless you want to go downstairs and see your kids' toys floating. Oh, there's my old stereo underwater. Thank you very much, Simply Safe. We're coming up. We got a few minutes away from Sexy Time with Alli Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation.
Hi, thanks very much for joining us. With us in the studio, comedian Dean Edwards, and Dean is a veteran of Saturday Night Live. I know that you mentioned you didn't mention you did a great Chris Rock, Dead On Chris Rock.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Chris Rock.
Have you worked with Chris?
Yeah, well, Chris and I, being both SNL alum, it's funny because I used to see Chris in the clubs all the time. Mm-hmm. But once I got cast on SNL, then Chris is very sort of reserved into himself and cool with his friends, and he's very, very polite, but if he doesn't know you, he's looking at you like, I don't know you, Mm-hmm. So once I got on the show, every time I saw him, he was very sort of big brother, very strong with his advice. I remember one time Tracy Morgan and I are sitting in this comedy club in New York, the Comedy Cellar, and we had just had Jack Black was a guest host, mm-hmm. and Chris walks in. He's like, you know what? I never watched that show. The one time I watched them, they still don't use black people. Mm-hmm. I was like, actually, Chris, I was in 4 sketches this past week. He's like, you wasn't in them. You're just in the background. Don't ever be happy they throw you a bone. You got talent. Only the dude without talent is happy they throw him a bone in, which I appreciate. And then he sat there for a good 35 minutes lecturing me on gotta keep writing hard. Just every week, write 2 sketches and an update. 2 sketches. Meanwhile, Tracy Morgan is sitting there, Chris, you ain't never gave me that advice. When I started on the show, you never gave me advice like that. I'd appreciated some of that advice. Mm-hmm. That's how Tracy is, though.
That's how he is.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you. I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
I recently got married, and
boy.
Yeah, and my wife changed her name. I know some women have a problem with that, but I wanted her to have my old girlfriend's name.
She must really love you.
Call me old-fashioned, but
Hell, you got the tattoo. Why not?
my wife actually got pregnant on our wedding night.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, not by me. It was, crazy night. But either way, I'm getting a brother. So. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't think her parents like me, though, because apparently when you meet someone's mother, you're not supposed to hug her and go, oh, yeah.
Dave Cooperman is here with us.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. Good.
Dave, a young guy,
I'm
young
alive.
comedian, good-looking guy, married man, I understand.
I am.
How's
I
that
am.
going?
Right now, we're working on having kids and stuff. And,
Cool.
But we're having some trouble, and she's blaming me because she's not getting pregnant. And I'm like, honey, you realize we actually have to have sex, okay? Screwing with my head will not make you pregnant. How many times I got beat the point home? So we're thinking about, we're talking about kids. Even naming a kid is a challenge if we have one. I want my kid to know he's both Jewish and Chinese. The best I've come up with so far is cha-ching. Maybe a lump sum.
Vegetarians always want to force feed you their food, of course. I mean, the garden burger. The garden burger, it tastes just like a hamburger.
No, it doesn't.
A garden burger is to hamburger what a post-op transvestite is to a woman. It looks something like it, but one whiff will tell you that's not tuna fish, it's cat food, and it's not fit for human consumption.
Hey, wait a minute.
At Q95.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. And if I wasn't here and seen it for myself, I wouldn't have believed it.
What's that?
Tom is in love with tiny little pigs. We had a news story.
Oh, they're so sweet.
Like you could go to a cafe and cuddle a pig while you're having dinner.
In Japan, yeah.
In Japan. Well,
I didn't know you could toilet train them.
pigs are really, I've always heard pigs are incredibly smart.
Very, very.
Right? They know what you're thinking. They know your implications. They understand sarcasm.
Really?
They're amazing.
Yep, they can read your thoughts.
Double entendre.
This is from Anna.
Yeah.
She says, good morning, everyone.
Hi, Anna.
How about a contest to give away a baby pig? You could call it the Big Green Egg and Ham.
How about that?
Okay, that's very funny. I don't think it's legal to give away a live animal on the radio, but
Well, maybe we do it on the down low.
We just give them. We
give them the ham.
Oh, we don't just give them the cash to go buy a pig.
Oh, there you go.
Isn't that?
And we'd have to specify that.
Yeah,
we mean a bovine, whatever they're called. What do they call them?
A bovine
porcine.
horse,
What is the word I'm looking for?
Porkers, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You can't just go buy an ugly hooker and say, "Look at this pig."
No, we wouldn't want you to.
You can go, Dad, can I have a guinea pig? And it's like, no, here's $75. Go get yourself a nice girl.
Oh, that's very sweet.
By the way, Anna says, happy birthday to myself and Justin Timberlake.
Oh, JT's birthday.
I didn't know it was JT's birthday today, but happy birthday.
Oh, in his honor, we'll ruin radio.
He's not going to mention it. Thank you. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Wow, can you forget and forgive? Or
No,
never?
That cost me a fortune.
I keep seeing clickbait. Did Brittany say something about him in her book?
Yes.
Yeah. And is it disparaging?
Yes.
Oh,
well,
okay.
she talked a lot about stuff, private stuff.
Quanley apologized last week.
Okay, could we get something I care less about? I doubt it. Christy Lee is at the news desk. What's going on over there?
Two so-called activists are in custody after being seen throwing soup at the painting Mona Lisa in Paris.
See, they picked the wrong painting. If you're throwing soup, you go to that Andy Warhol thing.
Yeah, right there on the can.
Yeah, he asked for it.
There you go.
In a video posted on social media, the two women with the words
He asked for it.
"Food Riposte" written on their T-shirts pass beneath a security barrier at the Louvre and hurl soup at the glass protecting Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece. They shout, "What's the most important thing?" art or right to healthy and sustainable food?
It's
So you're
the
wait
Super Bowl.
by wasting food. They're promoting healthy food.
Yeah.
Morons.
Harris police said the two were arrested following the incident.
They first did it in New York at the Met to a Jackson Pollock, and nobody noticed.
Oh, yeah.
And you see the chiaroscuro created by the tomato soup-like looking swirl over there on the right.
And that's not the actual Mona Lisa, right? Isn't that a copy? Hasn't that always been?
No, it's
they
the
don't
real
put the real one out.
But they've got, it's sort of cordoned off and
And they
there's
have
glass.
glass over it, yeah.
Yeah, they're.
I'd rather see a fake one close up than a.
It's not very big.
A real one. No, it's like really tiny. Isn't that like 8.5 by 11 or something?
It's not huge. I don't remember exactly, but it's not big. And I did the typical American thing. I went to the Louvre and saw the Mona Lisa, then went to the postcard shop so I could pretend I'd spent some time there.
Isn't she holding a vibrator?
She is.
No.
Yeah.
And my favorite one was the notion that it was Da Vinci himself in drag. I love that idea.
I do too.
So funny.
It still might be.
It might be.
Could be. That's what a great gag that would be.
Just taking a piss on art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just,
Wow,
yeah.
that's perfect.
Just people being so mad they found that out.
Well, I don't
Speaking of art.
is this the same group that didn't they glue their hands to a basketball court or something?
I think that may have been I don't know if it was the
I
same
don't
group or
know.
not. But
Okay.
This is the second time for the Mona Lisa. First was
That's true.
cake. They threw cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous.
What kind of cake?
Wedding.
Oh, okay.
Man, if I'm ever talking to somebody, so what do you do? Well, I'm an activist. Oh, do you know how quickly I'd run from that person? Like, oh, jeez.
I like to be involved. And okay, hang on a second.
Silence is violence. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, prison sodomy. You're not going to be quiet.
See
Is there anything you would be an activist for?
Oh, man. I mean, these people are just so obnoxious. I don't think they help their cause at all.
Gotcha.
See, that's the argument. Are they
Puppy
really
dogs,
helping their cause?
Yeah, no.
What about puppy dogs or kitty cats?
Of course. I mean, there are really good things to be.
But you don't help the cause by throwing them off of a bridge.
yeah. Or throwing dog poop at a Kandinsky or whatever. It's stupid.
Have you seen those? There's a couple I'd throw dog poop.
A Belarusian artist has built a functional boat made entirely of ice.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
kidding.
Pumpkin.
The ice vessel can hold at least one person.
For now.
And can actually be sailed. Minsk-based artist Mr. Ivan Karpitsky has a passion for ice and snow sculpting and is well known in his home country.
This is amazing. You found time to build this and bowl.
Yeah. His name first appeared in Belarusian newspapers in 2020 when photos of his violin made of ice went
Remember this?
viral on social media.
A violin out of ice. Playable.
I do not remember that.
Nope.
But you could, you could get aboard this vessel and actually, and it's made of ice. I mean, you could, I guess, I'm not sure how functional it is, but I mean, it floats and everything.
Yeah, it can't be for a while. Seaworthy everywhere.
You know, there's got to be someone out there, two young lovers probably, with ice dildos, I bet. And they just love them, probably. Don't you think?
No.
Yes.
The answer to that.
No, he is
right. Why are you?
Absolutely.
No, that could
I knew a woman who was partial to popsicles.
Really?
You knew a woman.
Yes, I did.
Well, no, you could get like an ice tray, only it would be in the shape of a cup. And then you just put it in the, and you have to plan. Get it nice and frozen.
Well, I'm sorry. This is the first time a gynecologist ever had to use the word freezer burn when one of his patients left the office.
Would the licking the flagpole concept come to play here at some point?
You would think so.
Yeah.
That would be bad. But this is This is an actual boat. This is fascinating.
Yes, yeah, a boat.
Here's a picture of it. It looks like a ghost vessel. But it's got a. See it? And there's a guy standing next to this ice boat.
Ice boat. Where is it again?
In Belarus.
Belarus. I mean, I heard that when they took it on its maiden voyage, this is interesting. The ice boat went on its maiden voyage and actually, unfortunately, at night rammed into a partially submerged ship.
Oh boy, the irony!
Yeah,
huh?
really.
Yeah,
That's kind of It's ironic that you see.
I know, that's a full circle irony
Titanic
right
was
there.
where the boat hit the ice. In this case, the ice hits the.
Hey, Ace, we could get this ice boat and chop that up for our vodka drink. My gosh.
Hey, I've learned something today. I had no idea Ace was a big vodka guy.
No. Vodka. That's what he likes.
He invented a vodka drink.
It's called vodka.
Don't they make ice cubes out of vodka?
Yeah, you can do that.
Can you? Will it freeze? Don't you have to?
I don't think it'd freeze.
I thought you had to mix it with something. I thought people were doing that.
At one point in my life, I had 4 bottles of vodka in my freezer.
A lot of people keep them
Yeah, I keep one in the freezer.
None of them were frozen.
Right. I thought there was a way, but I guess
we'll look into it.
Some people fill watermelon. What? Don't they take a watermelon and infuse it with vodka?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Take a hypo needle, yeah.
Really? What fraternity was that?
That'll get you.
Yeah, that's
right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Song about drunk sex.
All right, that's good. Well, in that case,
I was a running back in the NFL. Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
Movie Love and Mercy. And another sad note, Chita Rivera, the dynamic dancer, singer, and actor who garnered 10 Tony nominations, winning twice in a long Broadway career that forged a path for Latina artists and shrugged off a near-fatal car accident, passed away Tuesday at the age of 91. She first gained notice in 1957 as Anita in the original production of West Side Story. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Yeah, zebras are hard to catch. There was one out in California that escaped from a zoo. It took them like weeks to catch.
I remember that was a recurring story, that zebra on the loose.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm the type of zebra who'll never settle down. I broke out of the zoo and I roam around the town. They call me the wanderer, the zebra wanderer. My stripes go up and down and up and down.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
His name is Apollo Johnson, and he's America's #1 astronaut. But he's also a well-endowed ladies' man. Monumental Pictures proudly presents Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big. Ugh.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson, he's not just an astronaut, he's a charter member of the 100,000 Mile High Club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13. And a half.
Oh, boy.
This is Reno Collier, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Comedian Dwight Slade.
I think they're overdoing the IDing for liquor. We ID under 65. Bring your walker.
Yeah.
I got carded the other day, and it's like, look into my eyes. You ever seen a 21-year-old with this much hate and bitterness in their eyes?
Yeah.
Let's not count the birthdays. Let's count the dark angels. The people who think and cluck at the same time.
How does that work?
You ask them a question, you go, hey, are we doing dinner tomorrow? Dinner tomorrow. What are you, an Aborigine? Answer the question. I want to go to dinner. You're hunting for Coke bottles. Let's go.
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Peterman Brothers.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Halsey, did you know that Ace, if given $1,000 and I said you have to spend it by noon, he'd go buy vodka?
Really?
I had no idea.
I like to stock up.
On vodka, not pizza?
He's got plenty of food.
Oh.
I've never seen Ace drink.
It's probably because there's no coupons for
I'm not
vodka.
a big drinker, but I...
What are you going to do with $1,000 worth of vodka?
I get entertained every now and then.
You do?
No, you don't.
What kind of vodka?
When's the last human being that was in your house that wasn't doing some kind of service on it?
It's been a few weeks.
It's unbelievable.
We don't really know. For all we know, Ace could have people over every weekend.
That's true.
Really?
I like a nice cocktail when I'm watching sports or wrestling.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay.
We thought maybe you liked a nice cocktail. We didn't know it was days of wine and roses.
$1 grand and hit a liquor store.
Yeah, when you said if you had $1,000 you were going to hit a liquor store, I thought you were going to rob it.
Of course you thought that.
Well, the phrase "hit a liquor store," I mean that's the lingo in the movies. Alsman, if you had $1,000, had to spend it by noon, what would you buy?
Ooh.
Can't think too. You don't have much time.
Clothing.
Oh, some new
Clothing?
clothes?
I need clothing. I never go out and buy, clothes.
Okay, all right. Just
How
good.
about that?
Good to know.
Oh, that's good.
Now, it's time now to wipe the slate clean and cleanse the palate, as they say.
Who's that sexy man with the deep voice? Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Tom's fixated on pigs today.
Pigs.
What do you call it when pigs play tug of war?
What?
Pulled pork.
Pulled pork. Hey, chick, you know what?
Oh,
That's right. I'm giving it an applause.
Is that right? Pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
Ace's joke of the day, sponsored by Sleep Number. Save 50% during the President's Day sale on a limited edition smart bed only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
Oh.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Is there pushed pork?
Oh, boy. I wonder if there is pushed pork.
What is that old joke? Why are you pulling that chain? You ever try to push one? What is it?
Oh, I like that. I've never heard
There's
of that.
jerk chicken.
Well, it depends on if he's eating it or not. There's your jerk chicken.
Joke chicken. Tom, chick called you a jerk.
I heard that. That's okay.
Here's a fight starter.
Go.
A woman in Florida was arrested for allegedly trying to kill her husband after seeing a postcard from an ex-girlfriend.
Oh. Well, at least she had a reason.
Officers were called to the couple's home in North Miami Beach, where the victim told him his wife of over 50 years tried to smother him with a pillow. The man, who officers noted was, quote, extremely fragile, said his 71-year-old wife was provoked after he received a postcard from a woman he'd been involved with 6 decades ago.
So this guy's got to be
old.
80-something.
This is hilarious.
Police said the victim had multiple visible injuries, and the man's wife admitted to attacking her husband and was taken into custody on multiple charges, including attempted murder.
Yeah, I'm pressing charges against that crazy bitch.
Yeah.
Her name is Bertha.
Finally, I got her.
I'd like to. Bertha
Yalter.
I'd like to see the postcard.
I've been pining for you for 60 years.
I hope this finds you still alive.
Maybe they've been at it for a while.
What a crazy thing.
Right?
This was just the icing on the cake. She wanted to take him out for a long time, I think.
Oh, well, this
and
may
then
be
she's
the...
like, great.
Now I have a reason.
Hey, you know, Bertha has got a big old butt.
But the postcard, I guess that is a sign of their age.
Yes.
I mean, the sexting would have been the way to go. Sexting for the elderly. Don't you think?
Yeah, but he never would have known how to open the text message probably or open the picture.
My loins are like shriveled prunes.
Or even in the future, you'll be able to talk to gals, won't you?
I would like to know what the
Are you
postcard
still with
said.
that skank you married 50 years ago?
You left me for Bertha.
Doesn't a little part of you though like the fact that she's jealous?
Yeah.
No, I can't stand jealousy. I think
Is
it's
that right?
a total weakness on the side of the person.
Is that right?
I'm looking at the, what do they call it, the mug shot of this woman. And if I'm this guy, I'm wishing that she'd finished the job.
I long for the
Oh,
relief
my
that
God.
will bring.
Thank you.
Her eyes are uneven. It's very weird. like one's down here, one's up here. I mean, it's
I got to check her out.
Me too.
Old Bertha.
What's
Hold
her
the pillow
name?
tighter.
it's rough. She's not 71.
Bertha what?
Hey, just give me the pillow. I'll do it myself.
The story says 71.
I know.
So.
I'm telling you. Take a look. Oh, Josh, come here and look at this
So it's
photograph.
a tough 71, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's no.
That's not the years, it's the
It's not
miles.
71. Well,
She looks like Iggy Pop.
Oh, wow.
Bertha Yalter.
that's being mean to Iggy.
Man. Yeah.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah, that's
Holy hell.
that's ugly. Well,
Boy, oh boy.
Okay, a man was arrested for opening a plane's emergency exit and walking out on the wing of the plane.
Should I not do that?
well, yeah. Before you judge this, I agree
He's
with the guy.
receiving support from fellow passengers. This incident occurred last week at Mexico City International Airport while the plane was parked and waiting for takeoff. Following the man's arrest, dozens of fellow passengers signed a written copy of a statement saying the airline made them wait for nearly 5 hours without ventilation or water while the flight was delayed.
Yeah. Yep.
They're sitting on the tarmac.
Yeah.
I don't blame the guy.
Passengers said the man saved our lives and acted to protect everyone with the support of everyone. At least 77 people signed the statement. An incident report filed with the airport authorities largely confirmed the passengers' versions of events.
I can't. Stories like that make me so nervous and mad.
Yeah.
If I'm on a plane for an hour without air, and I'm yelling bomb just so they'll get me off of it.
But if you're in Mexico City, so it's probably hotter than hell.
Yeah. You have no rights as a passenger on a plane when it
And then there's like a Lord of the Flies thing going on after 4 hours, and he eat all the pretzels, kill him.
Piggy.
They had no water. It's awful.
Yeah, terrible.
I don't blame the guy. And what he should have done is open the a thing where you don't have to walk out on the wing. Open the one on the back where you can go on the slide. Then everybody's going to go do
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
We've all been there when you're sitting on we have to wait for a second, and for whatever reason, they shut off the air.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't they have a slide thing, a demo at the airport so you could take the kids down there? Hey, want to try the slide?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Charge $10 and you get to pretend you're getting off the plane.
Yes.
I do
little
that.
extra money,
Wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
2 Norwegian cruise line passengers are in custody for allegedly bringing more than 100 bags of marijuana onto a ship.
Can you believe they tried to arrest us?
Law enforcement discovered 56 vacuum-sealed bags of a green leafy substance.
I don't even think they smelled it. It was sealed up in the bag.
Tested positive for cannabis inside Michael Quisenberry's luggage. He reportedly claimed the marijuana was for personal use and that he had a medical marijuana card back in California.
Q-Dog.
In the luggage of his female travel companion, authorities found another 56 vacuum-sealed bags.
That's a lot.
The combined weight, 158 pounds.
Okay.
That can't be right.
Yeah, that's not for personal use while crossing the ocean.
The pair were passengers on board the Norwegian Joy ship, which was set to depart from Miami to Southampton, England. They face charges including conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute a controlled substance.
Okay, now here, I've got a website here. This is called Weed Maps. A pound of weed can roll approximately 450 joints or pack 100 bowls.
Wow.
So this guy had 150 plus pounds, so that'd be over 70,000 joints.
That can't be right.
Yeah, that's not for personal.
Maybe it was
good weekend.
15.8 pounds or something.
It says 150 pounds of weed.
I know. That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
How did I think you'd get away with it?
Sir, how did you think you were going to get away with this?
Maybe he thought that it was I thought it was legal at first.
I see.
Okay.
You got a license back in California.
What are you going to do, arrest me?
We are, sir. We are, yeah.
Okay. You got enough for the whole ship.
Yeah.
Got all stoked up to go to that buffet.
Oh, man.
Did they plan
Smoke
on
another
selling
fatty.
when they were on the ship or when they got to London?
Probably sell it in London.
Oh, that's interesting. On the ship.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear about guy in cabin 48?
International waters. International waters, right? Yeah.
Anything goes from what I understand.
That's what I understand. Yeah.
More than
You
100.
kill people in international waters. It's okay.
Find 100 bags.
Yeah.
What obscure Arlo
What was
Guthrie
that?
song is that piece of crap?
Find 100 Ways. Was that Jeffrey Osborne? Who was that?
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah, the melody goes up there.
Yeah,
I didn't get the melody. I forgot. Let's.
Well, it would help if you did not. Never mind.
Throwing it out there as a way to stall while I look for something else. It's quiz time, ladies and gentlemen.
True.
I look at Christy Lee right across the way, and I know one thing. She and her husband just moved in together, and they.
That means the clock is officially running.
And I know you have a sleep number bed.
Love it.
And I understand you're getting a new one.
Yeah, I'm going to jump to a king.
All right.
I have
now,
a queen right now.
The secret to the sleep number bed, the smart bed from Sleep Number has perfected adjustable firmness. What is your sleep number setting?
35.
That means what?
A soft mattress.
Alrighty, and your husband, Andy...
prefers a harder, more firmer mattress, so his setting is 100.
There you go. Now, it's a touch of a button. You can adjust the one you have. You're also getting a new one, which is a smart move, especially now because the Sleep Number Smart Bed, very special. This just kicked in yesterday. The Sleep Number President's Day sale, save a staggering 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. There's also some special financing out there for a short time. So check this out by going to your Sleep Number store. But you don't have to believe me. J.D. Power, an independent rating organization, has rated the Sleep Number Smart Bed #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in store. I was doing the math on this. My Sleep Number bed, I believe, is celebrating its 19th birthday. Pretty soon it'll get to vote. Sleep Number, I love my bed. If you don't believe me, check out the J.D. Power Awards yourself by going to jdpower.com/awards. The Sleep Number bed, and it's a smart bed because it will help you adjust to the level of firmness that's the most helpful for you so you get the ideal, most comfortable sleep. I love my Sleep Number bed. You'll love yours, too. Sleep Number, where do you get it? Well, of course, at a Sleep Number store. Find them at sleepnumber.com/BT show, and the store will give you all the details on the special sale happening for President's Day on those beautiful Sleep Number smart beds. When we come back, it's smart sexy time with comedian Alli Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep.
Morgan Freeman reading Little Miss Muffet sat on the tuffet, eating her curd and whey. Along came a spider.
It's too good.
Down
Perfect,
man.
Can you do Liam Neeson doing one?
3 blind mice. See how they run.
What are they running from?
I'm a man who's kidnapped my daughter.
Right. Do you have any special skills?
I don't know who they are. I don't know what these mice want. But if they're looking for some cheese, I'll tell you this. I'm
loving this.
Pacino and Hickory Dickory.
Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 3, and all went wee. That's wrong.
I messed up.
Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub.
What were the 3 men in a tub doing?
A butcher,
Rub-a-dub-dub,
a
3 men in
baker,
a tub.
and a candlestick maker. I know who you 3 every hour. I know what the three of you do. But I'm going to tell you this. This bathtub doesn't have a lot of time.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Aw, that's cute.
Hang on, I'll get my tweezers.
Oh, it's like a little light switch.
For a second there, I thought you had a third nipple.
I didn't know they could be innies.
Well, this explains your big car.
You don't want to say to a naked guy.
Wow, your boobs are bigger than mine.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Tom, tell us about your life. You married, single? What's going on?
Married, very happily married. I got a friend going through a midlife crisis. You know anyone like that?
Oh, yeah.
And he's asking me what he should do.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep telling him cheating is like growing pot.
Like growing pot?
You can do it and get away with it, but you can't ever, ever tell anyone.
Ever. Anybody.
Greg Hahn is our guest.
I went out with this one girl. Can I say this?
Yeah. Sure.
Get a load of this. I'm on a date. I was out with this girl, right? Here's what she says. It's true. She says, oh, I did something she didn't like. She goes, oh, you just lost some points. Whoa, there's points involved. That's a point system that the women have. It's a point system. Men, we don't know what's going on. All we know is it involves points, and all of a sudden, we're down. You know what I mean? I was doing my impression of her mother. She's like, oh, you just lost some points. I'm like, really? How many did I start out with? Don't ask any questions. You just got to lose more points. Well, transfer my account to your younger sister.
We have also Matt Fulcher on here. Matt, I know you're a rap fan.
Right.
Do you curse a lot in your...
Well, you know, on the radio, they take out all the curse words, which means they take out all the words. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure, for the rap songs?
Yeah.
Sure.
Turn on the hip-hop station. It's like, I'm gonna you up so bad. Gonna in the to your mother, man. And after that, I'm gonna, your mother, sister, gonna not even gonna kiss her. something like that.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
You know what time it is?
What's that?
To lend our collective brain power to people who are having difficulties in their relationships with their loved ones.
If there was a way to measure the success rate we'd have, It would certainly be interesting, wouldn't it?
0.0001%.
Our hookup for this is the comedian Alli Breen. She's currently in New York City. And hi, Alli, how are you?
Hi, Alli.
Good. I have no voice today, so
You
sorry
also
about this.
have no top. You're wearing a halter top for some reason. What the hell's going on?
It's so hot. We don't have control of our heat in New York. They just jack it up. It's like a sauna in my apartment.
Wow.
It's so hot.
Start spreading the news. Yeah.
Now, Alli receives your communications on various social media platforms. ALLIBREEN. Did you have to spend all your life as a kid telling him, no, it's ALLI?
Yep, pretty much. Still do. I was talking to someone on the phone yesterday who thought it was ALLASON. I get weird variations.
Wow. Now,
I mean, that was like an overseas.
Is Alli your real name, or is it short for like Alyssa or Alice or?
Allison.
Oh, Allison.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Allison. Yes.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, that's what I heard growing up. Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
I love that name.
love that song.
all the time.
Yeah.
Me too.
Were you an Allison when you were a kid, or were you always Alli?
I was Alli with my family, Allison in school mostly, Alley Cat a little bit.
Alley Cat.
Breeny.
That's
A lot
got.
of
Yeah,
Breenies.
I was Tomcat.
Oh, it's a match made in heaven, ladies and gentlemen.
Tomcat.
Mr. Dalton
adorable.
across the street always called me
Christy,
Tomcat.
Back me up. Is that the first time we've heard that?
Yes.
The guy that scared me to death by showing the movie Creature from the Black Lagoon at a birthday party, Mr. Dalton. Yeah, absolutely.
He would have kids over, show
birthday parties and stuff. Hey, Tomcat.
Had nicknames like Tomcat.
Hey, Tomcat, why don't you get that butt in the air, huh?
He always called me that.
Oh, wait a minute, Mr.
That's
Dalton.
adorable.
Is that Joanne Dalton?
Yeah, it's her dad.
Oh, there you go.
Always called me Tomcat. And you were Alley Cat. That's sweet.
That was your
Alley
first
Cat.
time, right,
Yep.
Joanne?
No.
Tomcat, it's time to make another secret basement video.
Turn the lights out, Tomcat.
Wow, it's unbelievable. They're ruining my life.
Yeah.
Alli, what do we have to examine today to help people out with their love lives?
Dear Allie, my girlfriend is amazing, but when we go out in public, she gets very flirty with guys and then tells me they're hitting on her. It ranges from wait staff to actual friends of mine and makes everyone uncomfortable. I told her recently, it really looks to me like she's hitting on others. And what is she trying to start a fight or something? She started crying and told me how hard it is being a girl and I should understand what she's going through.
Oh.
You got to leave.
Stumped. What should I do?
There's so much going
This is
Man.
a breakup situation I've ever heard.
It's very emotional.
You don't need that drama. Get
No,
out of it.
she needs to be reassured that she's attractive and pretty and appealing to other people.
Well, there's a fine line between reassuring and constant affection.
She
I think
has
that
some
might be a
self-esteem issues for
problem.
sure.
But she's the one flirting and going, oh my gosh, they won't stop flirting with me. They love me.
See that she's trying to reinforce.
Save yourself the trouble.
You don't think this is curable?
I don't think this guy needs to worry about it. Go live your life. Bail on this lunatic.
Well, she may be gorgeous and a wonderful person.
That doesn't matter. No.
Gorgeous was the
Maybe
first thing
she's a horrible person, but still gorgeous in a great way. Maybe this is worth salvaging before you jump to conclusions.
What if she's chubby and has a lazy eye? What are you going to do with that?
Well, what's wrong with that?
She might be lovely.
Yeah, you got to get rid of her.
She could be the nicest person you ever met.
That's right.
Okay, we're not helping. Let's go to our next letter, Alli.
Swing and a miss.
Dear Allie, my husband is 16 years older than me, and he recently retired. I hate it. I loved having my own space all day long and then just spending time with him at night. How can I handle this without getting divorced? How the hell do retired couples spend all day together?
Hobbies.
Well, you can get a job.
Yeah.
And you can leave the house.
Or as my
Sounds
father
like
told
it.
my mother one evening, I never will forget it, when are you going to get off your ass and help me? So,
We had, I tell you what, I'm trying to think of which comedian it was in here. It was Don McMillan, terrific comedian.
Oh, 3 holes in one in an afternoon of golfing.
And
Yeah,
Don
that's
has always been known as one of the best golfers in the world of stand-up comedians.
Told you.
And remember he was saying when COVID hit, suddenly he was home all the time, and his wife demanded that he take up golf again to get him out of the house. Yeah, this
he needs a hobby.
Needs a hobby. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of that during COVID. That's exactly what happened to a lot of
But in this
couples.
case, it's a similar situation. Yeah, they're too much of each other. Absolutely.
See, but people who have a relationship can tell the other one, you need to take a couple days and get out of here, and they understand, and then you come back, or you pack your stuff and get out.
Yeah.
Either way.
What's the song? How can I miss you when you never leave?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah. They need some.
He's
needs
retired. Get a little something on the side, right? Right, Josh?
Yeah. I don't know. It sounds to me like time for a girlfriend.
She might not mind. It sounds like she might be okay with that.
Set your husband up with one of your friends.
Now, Alli, you live alone.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you always lived by yourself? Have you ever shacked up? If you will?
I have. I mean, I've had roommates plenty. I've lived with.
But I mean, have you
boyfriends.
ever had
I've
like a
done it all.
live-in boyfriend
Yes. Yeah, I had one for a long time, for 6 years or so.
Oh, that had to be a painful breakup.
or what happened?
It was, we just kind of, I lived in New York with him, and then he was a comic, actually. This was right when I started comedy.
Oh, that's bad.
And then we broke up and both stayed in the same apartment and kept getting back together. So then I left for LA. I was like, I'm going to go to LA for a month and you can get out in the meantime. And then I liked LA a lot. So I stayed there for 6 months. And then he took like 4 or 5, 6 months probably to get out.
Do we know him?
Probably.
Okay, you don't have to
Did I
tell
say his name?
No.
Yes.
Give us a hint.
Yes. Who is it?
It's one of my best friends still. We work together all the time. It's Ryan Reese.
Ryan Reese.
He's the peanut butter cup baron.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Oh, he's the guy that has the bit about the that witch he lived with for 6 years.
That's girlfriend.
That's right. Yeah.
He said Bush got the Iraqis out of Libya easier than
get out of the apartment.
Something about
Yeah, she couldn't fry an egg or dust the floor. It's unbelievable.
real cute girl, kind of dim.
We literally are best. We didn't talk for like 2 years. And then we became best friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
the line "rabid size queen." I forget exactly how.
A tree trunk couldn't satisfy.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Gold digging.
Alli, I apologize on behalf of everyone.
You do know.
Constant
else?
echo or something.
What else do we have, Alli? Thank you.
Dear, we're very good friends now, by the way.
Good.
So,
That's nice to know.
yes.
That's easy to
We had a big break and then, a very close friendship. Okay, which some people think is a red flag, by the way. I think it's healthy. All right.
I agree.
Dear Alli, I caught my husband cheating last year, and ever since then, he has done everything he can to make it up to me.
Aww.
We're in therapy, and he's been on his best behavior, and it's working out. Our friend group knows what happened, and one of his best friends told me recently he's always had a crush on me, and that I should get back at my husband by sleeping with him.
Yeah. Wise
I think he
words
said it
indeed.
as a joke. But now that's all I can think about. And I think that's the only way I'll truly feel better.
No.
Should I do it? Or do you think my husband is setting this up as a trap?
Well, no. Your husband's not setting this up as a trap.
Doesn't the Bible say an eye for an eye?
No,
Like, maybe you should
you're
do
not
this.
going to feel better. You're just reestablishing the trust.
You might feel
Yeah.
a little better.
No.
For a little bit. Yeah.
For 30 seconds. Is it worth that?
30 seconds. That's a long time.
Yeah, I know, right, Pat?
Boy, that.
Yeah, I think it would be a little
Hey,
longer.
Pat, didn't you tell me one time your love lasts till she gets on the elevator? Is that right? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, yeah.
What a friend.
No joke.
Hey, he cheated on me.
Wow.
What a
I've always had a crush on you. And,
here's what you should
Yeah.
you should really bang me,
And you know what?
Hey,
Guys love to put that out there as a joke so that they can be like, I was joking. But if you're serious, I mean, do that, guys.
And get a load of this. It's perfect. He can't say anything. He already did it. You can't.
Yeah.
I'd be a hypocrite.
She is in control right now of this entire situation.
This is a world of losers. Let's just move on. There's nothing we can do to fix this one.
Yep.
Dear Alli, I met a guy online who I really like. We've gone out 3 times now. He was a total gentleman, met me at the restaurant, always paid. And on the 3rd date, I said we should go back to his place. He asked to come to mine instead, and I told him I had roommates.
Uh-oh.
I asked if he had any, and he told me that he actually lives in a refurbished van. He says it's my choice to save money and to save the environment. But isn't that a true wacko? We went home separately again because that was really a blow to how attracted I was to him. Would this be like dating a homeless dude?
I mean, kind of, but there are people who, that is their lifestyle,
like that,
and they're not, losers or dirtbags.
Or they're frugal and
yeah.
I've
I
seen
mean,
that.
what city does he
But if
live
it's not
in?
your style,
I mean, I hesitate to say, but this is the van parked down by the river.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, if it's not your style, you got to break.
I mean, it might be worth exploring. I mean,
She could help him become an influencer. There's all these van influencers, aren't they?
What are
Yeah.
the legalities of living in a van like that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Depends where it's parked.
Yeah, but you
If you're
can't
parked
just
in
park in like a Walmart parking lot or something, can you?
Some of them, I think you can.
I think you
for
can.
Short periods of time. I think.
Remember that free solo guy? He essentially did that for most of his time.
Yeah.
And
The incredibly self-centered jackass. Hey, I'm going to make my girlfriend cry again. Let's go climb that mountain for no reason.
He really was not concerned about her.
He could care less.
Did he survive?
No.
He's still alive.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought the other guy, I thought he finally died.
No, he's still good. Yeah, the free solo guy's still alive.
Wow. I couldn't watch that after a few minutes.
It's nerve-wracking. Yeah.
I don't think I finished it either.
Yeah. One sneeze and there goes that.
Well.
You don't want to get messed up with a guy who lives in the van, okay? I'm sorry. I know rent's high, but come on.
Well, it doesn't sound like it's for her, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No.
Her asking
But-
about it.
He could be. I mean, he sounds like he's a great guy. Maybe he's.
Somebody is envisioning long hair and playing a guitar. Am I close?
Yeah.
Am I close?
Back in the van. Doors open, sunny
Right.
day.
If this is like in San Diego,
He
it's
could
a
be John
sunny
Mayer
day.
reincarnated.
I wrote a song for you.
I don't wear deodorant. I just rub a crystal under my arms.
Would you like to see me play hacky sack naked?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm out.
He could be saving enough money that they could actually get a house.
That's the thing. A lot of people,
that's what they do, yeah.
Holds. Yeah, is he always going to be a van guy, or is he looking
He's
for?
not going to always be the van guy.
I don't know.
Or-
He said he's doing it for the environment.
I think we're missing the larger point. This could be a lie, and maybe he doesn't want to take her back to his place because his wife is there.
Yeah, that could be.
Wow. I
There.
never.
Or he lives in his mom's basement.
Totally unfair
Yeah.
speculation.
That's what this whole show is about. Unfair speculation. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wild accusations,
Where have you
unfair
been?
speculation.
Where have you been? Were you trying to help?
Yeah, I think we do try to do real
Are you
work here.
trying to take this seriously?
Have I been doing this wrong?
Okay, let's go.
Just give yourself a head.
Next.
Ew.
What a
Dear Allie, I married my high school sweetheart and we have 3 kids. The kids are grown and they're out of the house, but the sex has still not come back. When we do have it, it's very vanilla, and I've never gotten to try anything remotely freaky. I love her so much as a companion, but I want good sex. Can I try to talk to her about opening up that part of the relationship, or
Yes.
just figure out how to discreetly start cheating?
Wait a minute,
It seems
so they-
very easy online right now.
So they've been dating since high school, and their kids are grown and out of the house.
Yeah.
And sex is
Yep.
still not great.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Maybe just what's that word? Proactive. In other words,
Professional help?
No. Set it up so
Start
that
to
she comes
bring
home. You
some
put on
toys.
some romantic music and maybe a leather jock strap.
I thought it was her that was
black
upset.
light. Oh, who's upset? Him or her?
He's upset.
He's the one that's
He's
upset,
upset.
right?
He is?
He's the
Okay,
one that's
okay.
upset.
He wants better sex.
Yeah, it's him.
You guys just have to get
Yep.
drunk, romance the pants off of her, and like take charge. You know.
Girls never care about the sex. He's a uphill battle. He'll never win this.
Especially after that long. That would be a weird
she's a
departure
goner,
to all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
she has no idea he's even there.
But yeah, there are a
Just
lot
ask
of
for
things
it.
going on here. At her age, there's some physical issues probably, and
Hot flashes.
Dry.
hot flashes, dry. Yeah,
Thank you.
exactly
Thanks,
that.
Probably gained a lot of weight.
Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't feel good about herself. I don't know.
Hair on the nipples.
Yeah.
Oh, that happens. Yeah, you got to trim that.
You don't want that. You don't want it.
But if he's
Maybe
waited
send her
25
Hygiene's
years,
out the door.
Yeah. Maybe send her off on a spa day, and when she gets back,
That's a great idea. A spa day and then go to a whore. Yes.
Send her for the spa day. That's excellent.
When this is a lost
You know
cause,
where
sir.
she is.
That your wife's a lost cause. I say go to your daughter's Facebook and start browsing her friends. Pick one.
oh man,
And what Zaddies, right?
You know, I didn't think it could get any worse. I was wrong. It just got worse. We had time for one more letter. Alli Breen. You can reach Alli, ALLIBREEN, on your favorite social media platform with your love troubles. What's next?
Dear Allie, I am a high school teacher and I would never hook up with any of my students.
However,
But I do like wearing, it's a great start. But I do like wearing short skirts and very low cut shirts, then leaning or bending over just to titillate the kids a bit.
No.
Wait a minute, guys. I need you all to shut up. I want to hear the rest of this.
this woman's a monster.
This is the greatest one we've ever had.
Signed, Miss Letourneau.
Lately, I've been wanting to push it a little further with some kind of wardrobe malfunction.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, do it.
fun for me and the kids, right? Or am I being crazy?
I know you're being what would be called a felon.
No, this is so awesome. You are. This is a little crazy, but that's what's so effing hot about it.
No, this would result in jail time.
No, you are a generous. This is what all of our educators. You are a true educator. You're
going to be on a stamp one day.
Well, today we're going to talk about movies. Our movie today stars Sharon Stone as.
I had a Latin teacher. She wore short skirts, and maybe she did that on purpose. She would write at the top of the board. And her skirt would write. You see the top of her nylons.
You're doing terrific things.
Everyone is focused in class.
I'm so happy for the male students in your class.
No one's on their phone.
And like 2% of the females, whatever the statistic is.
Yeah, you may want to find out what size the prison uniforms come in.
You'll be fine, man.
Because you'll be going there.
Keep it up.
Thank you, Alli. You working this weekend?
Yes, I'm going to be up in Yonkers at a comedy club Saturday night and Friday night at Sheba's Speakeasy.
Sheba's. Nice. Okay, thanks, Alli. It's always great. I hope your sore throat gets a little better.
Thank you.
You gargle with some salt water or some other protein.
Yeah, I've just been drinking Theraflu. That's.
No, you need.
Yeah.
You need to.
Okay, to gurgle something else.
Hey,
don't be gross.
Okay, sorry. Hang up the phone.
Good God.
Thanks, Alli.
I'm going to say Vicks Vapo Rub.
Now, it's time for us to save you. We've been trying to help you with your love life. Fellas, I'm talking to you. I want you to, I'm going to save your Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Here are your problems. I'm going to get rid of them right now because Valentine's Day is, what is it, a box you've got to check? It's an obligation. You got to get this done. You don't want to be scrambling the day before Valentine's Day. Oh, let's see. They're out of roses at the shop. I can buy them from the guy under the bridge that just stole them from a cemetery.
You can't wait to buy. You can't wait to buy a present, can you?
Yeah, I can just see you now.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, they smell like cemetery vomit. These roses. No, you want something from Steven Singer Jewelers. Christy Lee, show me that wrist.
Oh, look at this, the At Last bracelet. It is gorgeous. Diamonds all around, a vintage style, 2 safety clasps. It's just a beautiful piece of jewelry and very affordable. $248.
That's beautiful. Steven, now, Steven also has those, let's see, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. We have the gold-dipped roses, and this year the color is Malibu pink. You can get whatever color you like. They start at just $59, and they come in a beautiful Valentine's Day box with a Valentine's Day card and a free lifetime guarantee. $59 only at IHateStevenSinger.com. Beware of copycats and fakes and knockoffs that aren't even real gold. Get the real thing, and you can be a big winner. By the way, get that order in today before 2 o'clock. It's out the door and being sent to you, so you'll have it in plenty of time for Valentine's Day. You don't have to do a lot of schlepping around for, I got to find the paper and the thing and the card. And nope, it's one quick trip on that little phone of yours to IHateStevenSinger.com. And maybe, as Christy Lee has pointed out, you get the rose. Then you dangle the bracelet from the rose.
Yeah, wrap it around that.
Or my idea, nothing better than fresh snow peas and diamond earrings. Just, you might want to slow down eating that there, babe. You've got your presents in there.
Tom's idea for dinner might be choking hazard.
IHateStevenSinger.com. Remember, he's a dog guy, so we really like him even more. IHateStevenSinger.com. Get that done today. You're going to thank me. I'm telling you. When we come back, we're going to explore the cultural background of contemporary American history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 20.
What's the exact correct name of this?
The pickle dog.
The pickle dog.
Pickle dog.
Okay, now.
Well, we are all pickle dog virgins.
So, Bob, why don't you go first, and I'll do the play-by-play.
Now, Bob, your right hand, you're supposed to put your left hand behind your head before you. Oh, no! Pickle dog down!
Okay, Bob is now chewing the pickle dog. He's about to give his analysis and his review. Bob.
It's delicious.
It is delicious. It gets a thumbs up from Bob.
It's very messy.
Are they going to be able to show this on the TV show?
No, John, eat it.
It's very messy.
Bob, your thoughts?
John, I shot my hot dog. Right out of the pickle.
Out of the canoe.
Well, some people get a little excited when they have their first pickle dog.
Well, you know, I did, and I've created a huge mess over here that actually looks somewhat like a porn shoot. This is one of my favorite tunes, by the way.
Tom's going to do one of his big hits.
Oh yeah, it is actually. It's a
huge hit.
One of the better ones. Yeah, all set over there, Tom?
I beg your pardon? Who are you speaking to?
Oh.
It's that strange European accent that you can't quite place.
Yes, hello.
I'm sorry, your name, sir?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Good morning, Mr. Bonjour.
Oh, that's very funny.
Oh, yeah, we said it.
You must be the chick, the funny one. Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, we didn't catch your name.
I haven't thought of one yet.
I see.
It's Peter Merritt, isn't it? Or
I think it is Peter Merritt.
Peter Merritt.
Something like that?
Yes. That would be very funny.
He's the crappy artist, isn't he?
Dick Merritt? Yeah.
Ricardo Merritt. Yes.
Ricardo Merritt.
Excuse me, darling. I hate to interrupt you, but there's something I must tell you. I will sing for you now. In a minute.
Let it come around.
I will sing after the band comes around.
It's the band's fault.
If you find yourself in Holland, they'll say to you, how yaman? In France, they'll say, fermez la gueule. In Athens, you'll hear scarmont. In Berlin, it's Helden Sie the Schnauzer! In Jakarta, it's simply bon com. Let me translate for you, darling. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Coming around again.
Has there ever been a topic on which you don't expound? Has there ever been a moment when your mouth wasn't making a sound? Have you ever had the feeling that you might have said enough? I am begging you, my darling, shut up, shut up, shut up. Day or night, it does not matter. You still want to shoot the breeze. When I hear your constant chatter, I'm thinking, someone shoot me, please. Maestro. Now we are in the bedroom, so comfortably inclined. But the only intercourse we're having is the conversational kind. There's just one way to stop you from blabbering so much. Say hello to Mr. Johnson and shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Bravo.
Fermez la douche.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Baird Chevalier.
Baird Chevalier.
Maurice Chevalieris. Thank you. Maurice Chevalier.
And I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry is what happened. They just brought Mel over. Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big, beautiful bird? Well, I. Yeah, that's good. That's the I.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like bug, some like Schlitz.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Augie Smith, who's here now.
I say to the kids, stop with these steroids. Get on the old-fashioned drugs. When I speak to schools, that's what I tell them. But I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't think that we should legalize marijuana, and I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
Because I like doing illegal stuff. That's right. Yeah, I don't want to go into a store. I want to deal with the drug dealer. I want to go to the bad part of the town. I want to do that kind of stuff. I don't want to have to. And the people say, "Oh, we just want it for medicinal purposes." No, you don't. Then they bring out the guy, the 90-year-old guy with the tubes coming out of him, talking about, "Oh, I'm only happy when I'm high." Well, welcome to America. We're all only happy when we're high. I'm telling you guys right now, you see somebody walking down the street not high and happy, run for your damn life. That guy's a lunatic. He's got a basement full of bodies. And you're next, pal. That's what I tell you.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob.
Boom, boom, boom.
Politically.
Bum, bum, ba, 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 ba.
Oh, a little sexy dance from Chita.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom, are you ready? Are you ready to say, see you later to January 2024?
It's been a good January. I'm very happy with
Is that right?
I just learned yesterday, February, a leap year deal. We got the 29th this year.
Yeah, we got an extra day.
How about that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Something.
What do you think, Tom? How about those people who were born on February 29th? Boy.
Well, I'm only 12 years old.
Well, you look 49.
Well, I know. Isn't it cool?
Doesn't that cause some psychological problems?
Being friends with one of those people? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Good, okay.
They really suck
let's see.
your will
Today
to
in
live.
1961.
Hang on. Wait a minute.
I didn't even get the intro.
Well, I can't tell.
All form, no substance. That's one of our
That's right.
planks. Today in history. Here's Tom.
Ham the chimpanzee, once
Yes.
again, became the first primate in space.
You mean the chimpanzee?
And the cool thing about the story is that they named him, they just called him number 65 because they didn't want the bad press if a chimp with a name didn't make it back.
Well, isn't that also the thinking livestock? They don't.
Yeah, you don't name your.
They don't name the cows. Or what do we have for Thanksgiving? Terry, the Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah. 1971, speaking of NASA, Apollo 14 departs for the moon.
Allegedly,
With Stanley
I'm surprised because
Kubrick aboard.
Great movie, Apollo 13.
Mm-hmm.
Terrific movie. Oh, it's a great movie.
Great movie.
Real good.
I'm surprised they did it, Apollo. I thought they do it like, buildings with elevators.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Skip
it would go
the
12 to
13th
14.
floor, yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's why things went wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. In the world of music, Barry Manilow's song "Mandy Goes Gold."
You know, I don't hate Barry Manilow. Do you guys?
No.
You guys like?
I saw him live. He was fun.
Yeah.
He's got a sense of humor about his old McDonald's commercials and stuff.
Raining down as cold as ice.
Okay.
You like him, Pat? Oh, that's a no. That's a no.
You don't like the Copacabana? How can you not?
See, that's a great song.
Oh, it's a
The
great
Copa.
song.
Sad.
Yeah. Get shot.
It's not as good as this song.
Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today.
Dicks.
All right. Excuse me. Okay, I got something you're gonna like on this date in 1988. I'll make this really easy for you. 1988.
You think we're stupid?
No, this is for you, Chick McGee. Who led the Redskins to an upset Super Bowl win over Denver?
What? Oh, Doug Williams.
Yeah, of course.
17, sure.
D-Dub.
35 points in the second quarter. You are witnessing history.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Let's see now. This is interesting. In 1990, the first McDonald's opened in the Soviet Union. Are they still there, or did they?
I remember that news story.
Shut up.
What
You
year
will have
was
quarter pounder. You will enjoy.
I remember it was weird though. It was like in the movie Pulp Fiction, they got a different name. They had the Big Marks.
You like Big Marks?
The Big Mac, kind of a commie thing with the red buns.
2 hammer and sickles.
Let's see.
Remember in Moscow on the Hudson, he worked at a McDonald's for a little bit.
Forget to put in the cheese. My defect.
If I remember correctly, laugh free. That
Yeah.
Which one?
Moscow on the Hudson.
Robin
where
was trying.
Robin Williams.
Oh yeah, sorry.
He plays saxophone for a bear in the circus, right? Something like that. Yeah.
And 1921, Happy Birthday, Carol Channing. Never got that.
Oh.
Hot as hell.
Wondered why she was trending on Twitter this morning.
I couldn't figure out what did I not get about the fact that people thought Hello Dolly was listenable.
I'm a national treasure.
Okay, Carol.
And,
Is she still alive?
No. She'd be 102.
Would she really?
Well, that's doable.
No.
It's possible. I could admit. A totally silver bush.
Did you know that
Look it up.
Barry Manilow did not write the songs? I write the songs.
He did not. I knew that.
He did not.
No.
Ron Dante.
One of the great ironies, huh?
No, one of the Beach Boys.
Oh.
Bruce Johnston. Are you saying Bruce
Johnson?
I don't think that's right.
That's correct.
I don't think that's right.
Let's see. Happy birthday, Minnie Driver.
I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Drives. Funny enough, drives a Mini Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of cars, Porsche de Rossi.
Oh, yeah.
Does Ellen drive a Porsche? Well, but she's in charge. You know what I mean?
Portia.
Are they still together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good for them.
Oh, they are? Wow.
Dude, Porsche, I had a real crush on her
Yes, they are
during
still
Arrested
together.
Development.
No kidding?
Then somebody goes, and
Doesn't that make her hotter?
no, it doesn't.
Okay.
I want somebody who's going to be interested in me and what I have to offer.
We opened up our show with
Like Paul
that's impossible.
Kids.
Yeah, I've got somebody for you.
I don't know what's wrong with these kids today.
We opened with Queer Tattoo this morning with the fabulous Stephen Lynch, and I made the observation that people who have tattoos are filthy and dirty.
And you have how many?
9 tattoos. Ava, Christie's daughter, has colorful hummingbird tattoos on her upper back shoulder.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, that's not
And I
trashy.
think we're all familiar with that from her OnlyFans page. Rajan Rondo is in the news. Drugs and guns and lawyers and money is not going to get him out of his predicament.
Behave yourself, Rondo.
Ace Cosby enjoys vodka, and he likes to mix it with vodka.
Behave yourself, Cosby.
If he had $1,000, he would buy vodka.
Well, you hear the terms Cosby and mixing drinks. So.
Yeah.
I would have $1,000 and I'd go buy shoelaces. We all know it. And Tom insists that he had the nickname Tomcat when he was
Just for one guy.
coming up.
Pervert neighbor.
Yep.
Pervert neighbor. This gentleman.
Time
does
to play
always call me-
leapfrog in the basement, Tomcat.
What are you doing wearing a shirt, Tomcat? It's hot down in the basement.
Tomcat.
Get that shirt off.
Come on, Tomcat.
Jeez, I'm
If you
so
don't
sorry.
use it, you'll never get off to a good start.
All right.
Let's
All
go.
right. Well, thank you so much for joining
I'll
us.
teach you how to kiss.
Well, listen to them. They're lying. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or